YouTube? It's Shows of the Story, and we are going to watch another financial audit. This one is Someone Finally Walked Off. I feel like that is often a title for this show, but all right. Grab your snackies, grab your bevies. If you're like me, grab your stress ball. Give it a good squeeze. Let me know what you eat and drink down below. Let's get to watching. I muted it.
You have a loan on the membership?
If you wait and listen.
I'm reacting, girl. People can react.
Yeah, YouTube. Why you watching react videos if you don't want someone to talk?
Assumptions, not just reacting.
The membership you could cancel, I would be okay with
Can you
this.
listen?
I'm just saying my opinion.
Okay.
You know, the guy who runs the show.
I just don't like people talking over me, trying to answer.
You're so competitive. Are you a coward? Where are you going? You can't handle this?
I don't believe that's what he said. That was definitely after the fact. You can say that live.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I am 29 years old from Sacramento, California, and this is Financial Audit.
I did come after YouTube. Most of YouTube, love you guys. Random people that complain because I'm talking to her during a video. What do you think a react video is? Why are you here? I'm confused. But also, you do you. Who cares? Thanks for the comment.
Wow, thanks for coming to Austin. What do you do for a living in Sacramento?
I mostly do I would call it freelance. So I am a pet sitter.
Okay.
I do house sitting, and I also work as an administrative assistant. So
Like, I know some people who do pet sitting. Like, one of my original guests on the show who I met doing a second show we did on the street, dude makes like $250,000 a year at pet sitting.
Jeez.
So this could be good. What do you do? How much are we making?
Based on that, damn, she doesn't make that much money. Like,
when I was doing it full time, like working myself to the bone, this was a couple years ago.
Well, what are you making now? That's what I care about.
Okay. Now, this is my first month back into it. I have a proposed $600 income this month, but I know.
Okay. I just reached for my stress ball here in that. Okay.
yeah, I'm already squeezing it, my guy. Yeah.
There has to be more than that though. Because we don't allow people to come on unless they don't have income anymore.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would feel weird about like house sitting or pet sitting in someone else's home. I feel weird about that. I've done it for friends before, don't get me wrong. That's fine. Like, those are my friends, whatever. I've been to their houses. But, like, for, like, strangers? Like, y'all don't know me, and I don't know you, and this feels weird, you know?
So there has to be more. What?
That is some income.
Okay, but it's not real because we can't do anything with it. So what?
I know.
What?
I make another probably $250 a month from the admin work.
Okay.
I am being specifically told that you have income. What is the money that comes in? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude off the bat. It's just like we have been very particular about making sure that people come on that have income.
You got the fancy watch? Hold on. None of y'all care about this. You got the stupid expensive one? I see orange. Maybe not.
I have income.
Well, yeah. I mean, I shared all of that when I sent in my documents that I kind of like.
Yeah, we had payroll deposits.
Yeah, because I
on your
had
documents.
I just recently separated from a company.
Okay, well that's different. That is a different situation. Okay, well I will allow. Why? What was the separation? I will allow that.
It was a difficult situation between management and I. So I did get a severance, and
So you got laid off. What? Your phone's sorry.
I turned the
What is it
vibrator
doing?
off.
No, it's flashing at me.
I know, that's what the notification thing. I don't know how to turn that off anymore. Probably accessibility.
Flip it
setting.
upside down.
Well, then this.
So I don't have a seizure.
Here, let me
Just put it in your pocket. I'm sorry. Like,
He's already fucking overwhelmed. He's already losing it. First of all, why aren't you being upfront with what's going on with you? That's the whole point of this video, baby. What is going on with your finances? What is going on with your job? Do you have income or not? What is happening? It's like pulling teeth. We're not even 3 minutes in. It's pulling teeth getting her to answer any question.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. I was just trying to look at you, and I don't think it showed up on camera, but it was just like flashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hidden now.
Yeah, we had payroll deposit of 2,836, so that's what we
That's
went
the
off of.
severance.
That's what we cared about.
Yes.
That was severance. What was this job?
I was a remote registered vet tech, so I do carry that license.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. And we can get into vet.
Remote. I guess scheduling? What would that be? What would a remote registered vet tech do? All I can think about is scheduling and maybe billing.
Vet's usually understaffed in general, right? Across the board,
Yes.
especially on the emergency part.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, well, you got laid off.
I don't like how she said yes. I don't like the way she said it.
You get laid off. You
It,
scared all the dogs with your laugh.
Damn.
no. So, it was, like I said, it was from home. So there were no
Sure.
animals involved. But as far as why separate,
Also, some of you are commenting about how she dresses. She might be kind of okay. There are some people that come on the show and they like wear wigs and shit. Like they try to be a little bit more anonymous because they're not using their real names anyway. So they try to be a little bit more anonymous, and so they'll dress differently, or they'll wear wigs, or they'll like, you know, do different things to try to like let themselves be a little bit more anonymous. So that might be why she is dressed the way she is. She might also just dress like that. I don't know, but there's a chance. Who knows?
there was a whole thing about ADA accommodations, and my boss just started lying about me and stuff like that.
What are the
So,
accommodations that you need?
I have both physical and mental ADA accommodations. So
Yeah, what?
I have a physical disability that affects my collagen, so none of my joints work.
Oh,
I don't think vet tech would be a good job
I know.
for you.
I know. It's not anymore.
Very on the feet and bending over.
I
and-
know. I haven't been in
Okay.
hospital since 2019 because of this.
That makes more sense. Maybe we we start
Yes.
looking for different career fields at that point.
I know,
Okay.
which is why I'm
Because 2019 between now and here, like, trust me, I get it. And it sounds like something that maybe developed over time. And I have sympathy of that. If it was starting today and, you know, we would start planning for the future, that was 5 years. You had 5
Yeah.
years to think about your future.
Uh-huh.
5 years isn't significant in the span of a lifetime.
Yeah.
So isn't insignificant.
I did think about going back to school, and then I got this job back in December of 2023. The
Remote
full-time,
vet tech.
full-time.
At the same time, going back to school is also really expensive. It's really hard to go back to school. Just from price alone. Like, do you want to be further in debt because of the price of going back to school? Because it is rough out there.
remote vet tech job.
How do you be a remote vet tech?
Customer care. So when people
Okay.
call about pet
And what were you making in this job? Because maybe this is another job that we can get somewhere else.
hourly, I was
Sure.
making 23.
And how many hours a week did you work?
Not
40.
bad.
It's a little hard in California. That's expensive.
Oh, fair.
American money is
dude.
kind of.
Oh, that's fair. 23 in California is not 23 in Alabama. That's a different income bracket.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's stupid.
They don't build housing. It's a really ineffective place to live for
No.
being able to afford to live.
And I did own a house. I did.
You did. Past did. You're 29. Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
I
For a lot of
purchased
people,
at
that's incredible to own
23.
a house before.
23.
I had money. I was real good with money.
What happened? Because you don't seem to have money no more. You bought a house at 23? That's bonkers. You bought a house at 23 in California? That is super bonkers.
And then
Okay, so then I will ask then. I would just ask, what is going on here?
So I was with a guy. We were together for 6 years, but we were only married for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
kind of a-
then it
Hookup of in a marriage, okay.
blew up everything. Everything.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
But you were together for 6 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Why did we divorce after 2 weeks?
So
Did you keep laughing in the middle of the night?
He just really does not like her laugh. And I'm just kind of like, you're giving me a complex, dude. I also have probably an annoying laugh. Leave me alone.
Now,
Okay.
he enjoyed my laugh.
No,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
poking at you.
So right before we got married, I came out as bi, and then
Okay.
we decided to continue with the wedding.
fine.
I really wanted a girlfriend, and he was
Oh,
There it is. Listen. All right. If you want to explore some shit, you can, but you need to talk to your partner and maybe not do it right before you're getting married. But then at the same time, I feel like people get like that feeling of like, oh, I'm about to be locked down, right? And now I don't have options or chances to do some exploring. So, oh, I'm going to do it right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're just going to ruin everything you got going on. Really, that's not good. Do communicate with your partner. I've definitely had some friends that like have been married for a while and one of them came out and the other is very supportive of that and they're like, sure. But there is a communication thing between them. Sleepless Zombie, thank you for so much for the subscription. Appreciate you. So like they had a lot of conversations and they're working it out in a way that works for them, right? They're still together, they are still happy, whatever, right? But I'm just kind of like doing it right before having a wedding and then also being like, I want to have another partner right before the wedding. You know, the wedding where you're getting married to somebody. Baby. That wasn't gonna go well, honey. I'm sorry. Have a good night.
with the wedding. I really wanted a girlfriend, and he was,
oh,
I know, he was iffy about that. And then I decided that women probably weren't enough because our life was really horrible.
why were you getting married then? You knew you wanted to have a girlfriend. He wasn't a girlfriend, and the sex life wasn't there, which a lot of people find to be very important. Me included. Like, it's normal.
Yeah.
So why did we go through with the marriage if it ended in 2 weeks?
I feel like for her, it was a safety kind of thing. Like, maybe not like a malicious thought process, but just kind of like they were together for 6 years and they were engaged. And so it was like, oh, well, you know, I'm not like alone. I'm not starting over. I've put in the time and effort of 6 years into this person. And this is like my safe person. I feel like it's that without necessarily being like an active thought process, if that makes sense. If I'm giving her a benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, like, no, she should not be doing any of this like right before a wedding. Like, that's crazy.
Because I knew I always wanted to be with him, like, for the rest of my life. I just didn't know. I just obviously not well. I just didn't know that I always only wanted to be with him. Because, like, I think I'm kind of Polly.
Propose?
I didn't propose.
No, that's not what I was going to ask.
Oh. Sorry.
Poly. Is that
Polyamorous.
into everything?
No, polyamorous is having, like, multiple partners.
Yes, okay. I'm less good at terms.
You're thinking pan. Pan and poly are not the same.
Okay.
It's not a relationship, but
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that I was actually just gonna ask, were you proposing having an open marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
dude was
offered
like,
him
no?
the same thing, and he was like, I don't even want that.
Yeah, and you're doing that at the very beginning of the marriage. It's not like we've been married for a while, and I feel like we need to bring in some spice, which, every couple is different, and that can absolutely work for you. And I'm not going to be judgmental about that. I can't relate to it. But I'm not going to be judgmental about it, because if it works for you and you are communicating with your partner and it works for your partner, it works for both of your relationships, more happiness to you. Really, it can work. You do need to communicate well. You absolutely need to communicate well. And you need to have, like, I guess, rules or something. I don't know. I can't really relate. I'm sure it can work though.
Were you not willing to then not do that?
I was at a point in my life where
you just got married.
Yeah.
A lifetime commitment. Okay.
I know
sure.
I fucked up. I know I fucked up.
Sure.
But I was at a point in my life where I was really scared. COVID had just happened. I was discovering all this stuff about
What
my
year
own
was this?
2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't even know if we're fully divorced yet, to be honest. And
What do you mean?
Like,
it wasn't
legally.
settled? Really?
Yeah. Because he called me the other
Are you
day.
messy?
Yeah.
Is it messy?
It's
Not
not
messy.
angry messy.
Okay.
It's
Then why not get this
hurtful
figured
messy.
out and settled? Are you with anyone else?
I was. Right now I'm single.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you guys are gonna hear me open a brownie. I'm just gonna do it really quickly so we could go back to this, but I'm like ripping open a brownie pack. Ah! Okay, sorry. Moving on.
Then we would want. I feel like we would just want this settled out, at least for the comfort of someone else once you're with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If it
still
anything.
hard emotionally.
What?
Oh.
I know.
Why? But okay, I see. Okay, you're into polygamy. That doesn't mean you can't be monogamous, though.
Right.
Right?
And I have discovered since I
Why'd you give up
attempted-
2 weeks? After
I didn't
2
give
weeks,
up.
He gave up.
He
called it. So you said I want polygamy, and he was like, "No monogamy, no monogamy." Oh wait, no monogamy.
Yeah.
No,
so
Mom,
he
okay.
halfway agreed to it, and then he took it back and threw his ring on the table.
Okay, that's
So.
ooh.
Yeah.
That's rough, bud.
It's hard. That almost sounds like kind of an emotional moment. Surprised it
Yeah.
wasn't like a regrouping
I
after
tried.
like thinking about it.
I tried for a long time.
Okay.
Oh, so the entire 2 weeks, or since you made that declaration and tried to open up the marriage, he'd been thinking about it. And he decided after 2 weeks that he was done. Oh, that's rough. I see why though. Like, not, that's mean how I worded that. But like, it's dropping that as soon as you get married is crazy. Like being like, hey, I think I'm bi, and also I want a girlfriend, and also I want an open marriage is like as soon as you get married or right before is crazy.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
I know, me
That's
too.
really hard.
Me too.
4 years ago.
yeah.
Okay.
And he contacted
everything-
me the other day looking for a place to serve me. And I said, I don't have an address.
We got there.
Oh, it's a
The Washington Monument? No.
it's just a like a stimulation chewy. So that, because like, ADHD, tism,
I apparently have tism because I have this little thing, and I'm just always like.
yeah.
But that's because I like to play
It's
with
for
things.
my nervous system, which is real nervous. Not right now for any reason.
Okay,
but
okay.
just
Not right
in
now.
general.
So the life blew up.
Yes.
What did life
real
blow up? Because we said what happened. You said that happened. So what is happening?
Right now or then?
Just what are we looking at?
Right now or then?
Right now.
How did we get here, and where are we?
How'd we get here? See, that's a then question. So how'd we get here? 2019 injury. Late 2019 injury, right? Remember how I got disabled?
Okay. Oh, you said college initially.
Yeah.
What?
Which, because
It came from an injury, or an injury happened? You didn't tell me about an injury.
right. So I had an injury November 2019.
What? She just agreed to the fact that she didn't comment about it, but she just asked if he remembered that. Baby, what?
Okay.
And that never healed when it should have healed in like 3 weeks. And so from November to January, I was doing physical therapy, taking meds, acupuncture.
Okay, I apologize. Where are we at today?
Okay.
Okay, I apologize. I don't care. Like, it's just, you're rambling. You need to shorten everything. Just tell me what's happening now.
So today I have applied for disability several times since 2019. I have been declined
Okay.
because I'm not disabled enough.
What kind of makes sense? I mean, you can do a lot, just
I can
not
do
a
a
lot of
lot.
physical labor.
Exactly.
And there's not, I mean,
Yeah.
most desk jobs are not physical labor jobs.
Right.
And in California, there's a lot of information systems types job. It's less of
Right.
going into the coal mines kind of state.
Yeah, definitely.
Going into cold.
It's really hard because
What?
it's hard to not be able to do what you love.
What do you love? The vet?
Vet med.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, you did this job and then you got laid off because you weren't doing it well, I guess, or something.
No,
maybe.
I was doing it well.
Well, you got laid off for a reason.
Yeah, because my boss did. I stood up to my boss, and she did not like that.
Well, hold on. Was it like true subordinates? Like,
no, it was.
how?
She was saying I was doing
Disubordinates. That's not the word.
Disobedience.
No, that's not the word. Subordinates. No.
Subordinates?
Insubordinate.
There we go. We got there.
Okay, yeah, because it could have been that. Like, if you blow up in an inappropriate way, like, that is cause for fire.
No, so it was all like we would have these verbal meetings. She would say, we would come to an agreement, and then when she would write up the written for HR, it was different.
Okay,
and
maybe you. I always play devil's advocate.
Of course,
maybe you like interpreted the conversation different.
Her and her boss are BFFs. Like, they went to college together.
Cool.
So
how does that mean they want to f you though? Why would they want to f you?
She was intimidated by me because
come on. Usually when people say that, the other person's not. To be very clear.
Because
like anytime I've ever heard someone say that person's intimidated by me, they're not.
I wasn't the only one that said that.
Pay attention to that person existing.
She paid attention enough to make up lies.
Okay, what were the lies? What were the lies?
The lies were that I was doing something incorrectly. I shouldn't get into specifics of that, of that job, but that I was.
It just flashed at me again through the paper. That thing is trying to give me a seizure. I've never seen this in my life.
You just dropped it on the ground.
Easily distracted, obviously.
You could have put it in your pocket, babe.
Always.
So, the company didn't even have SOPs. So
okay, was it small? Was it getting started up? Because sometimes it takes a while for companies to grow. So
it's been a company for a long time, but it got bought by another company. So it should have had SOPs from when it was its own company.
Okay.
What is SOPs? I don't know what that is. What is that? Is it something I know of, but I've just never heard it referred to as that? Standard operating procedures. I have never. Okay. Standard operating. Is it normal to call it SOPs? I've never heard it referred to as that. Very? Okay, cool. Sure. I just never worked a job where, like, it was referred to as that. And I've worked a decent amount of jobs. I was like, what is she saying? Okay, sorry.
Okay, so we got laid off.
Yeah. Long story short, you asked why, so I was telling you.
Sure. I know. I'm getting us forward, moving us forward. Got laid off. How long have you been laid off now?
October 25th, and today is November 7th.
So that's okay. This is different than the people who just don't have a job. You recently got laid off, and now we're in the we need to get a job phase.
And I have
that is different.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I have applied to a million places.
Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks. It's okay. It takes a while.
Before, because I was thinking about just quitting.
Okay, we can go. Maybe we'll go through your resume later.
Okay, I would like that.
We have your resume.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
We'll go through it later. We'll take a look at things.
Okay.
And we'll take a look at your job experience. And, everything. Okay. But your finances. Listen up, business owners, especially those with messy bookkeeping. Early on, I tried tracking every expense myself. Big mistake. And as a business owner, time is your most valuable asset, and I was wasting hours of mine sorting through receipts. My advice? Get organized as early as possible. And with the sponsor of today's video, Relay, it's easy. Relay is a business banking platform designed to save you time and stress. My favorite part, you can open up to 20 free checking accounts. Organize your money into separate accounts for taxes, payroll, upcoming projects, or whatever you need from the start. It's total control over your cash flow all in one place. Plus, if you've got a team like me, you can issue up to 50 debit cards with spending limits. Keep tabs on expenses without worrying about your money disappearing on business lunches. Trust me, When tax season rolls around, you'll be glad you made the switch. Accountants love this platform. Relay offers secure, read-only access for your accountant so they can keep your books clean without you having to chase down every last receipt. And for my audience, Relay is offering a $100 bonus when you sign up through relayfi.com/CalebHammer or the link in the description below. Future you will thank yourself for making the switch. So check out Relay today, claim your $100 sign-up bonus, and let's jump back into today's episode. Where are we at today? You're not making money. This is what I've kind of been trying to get to. Yeah. But just temporarily, you haven't been making money. So
16
that's okay.
minutes in.
A lot of what we're looking at here isn't a temporary situation. This has been a situation that likely takes years to get into. So why?
Because
what has been happening?
Like I said, prior to the separation, I had money.
Prior to separation was like 5 years ago.
Yes.
So
And then
are you saying this was a 5-year operation?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
I'm getting there.
Oh my God, baby. Oh God, she meanders around the point. Like she meanders around just answering a fucking question. Oh my God.
Okay.
Go,
Patience is a virtue, Caleb.
And I don't have any.
So I made a lot of pretty intense, impulsive decisions during that time. So since I owned the house, I was under this fairy tale that I was going to live there forever. And so I put lots of money into the house, which I should not have done.
Well, depending. There's stupid money to put into a house, and then there's smart money to put into a house.
It was probably stupid.
What did you do, and how much?
I poured 17 grand worth of concrete.
Concrete? What did you do? What were you doing?
So it was a quarter acre. The house was on a quarter acre.
Okay.
And I concreted around the perimeter, and then a huge, like all the way to the back of the property, a flat, like for trailers or sheds or whatever.
Why?
Because I wanted to live there and I needed sheds, and I know.
What prevented you from moving then? Why didn't you live there forever? I'm okay. You do whatever you want to your house if you are going to live there, but.
And I also put solar on it, and then
That's expensive.
I know, it was so stupid because I ended up having to pay it out when I sold it.
Why did you sell it?
Because I didn't want to get foreclosed on.
Why would you have gotten foreclosed on? How much was this? What was the loan on this?
Was your house paid? No, because she just said foreclosed on. Why? Okay. I'm not in this position, right? Why did you spend $17,000 to pour concrete, and then however fucking crazy ass much money it takes to put solar on the fucking thing when you're still paying it off? And like, you know, I do like one big thing to my house a year is what it feels like. And sometimes that big thing's, depending on the year, is just buying an appliance as it goes out. Like I don't usually be like, oh, I just feel like a new fridge. My fridge died. I had to buy a new one. That was my big cost, right? Or like I had some plumbing issues and they had to like drill through my floor to get to, like, I used to have copper pipes. They worn down. They needed to replace them. There was an issue. They had to drill through my floor, all that shit. That cost a lot of money. So that was my big thing then. So like, I'm just like, I don't, why would you not space those out and pay off one and then do the next one? Even if you're still paying on the house, like if you're going to make major changes to the house that are expensive, such as all of the concrete plus solar, why would you not do one and then the other instead of piling debt on top of yourself to where you're buried under it? I just don't understand the concept there. Like, I just don't understand the thought process. Because I don't have to pay on my house. I don't have a mortgage. So I'm just kind of like, I just do like slowly over time, big project, what I consider a big project, quote unquote, on my house, like once a year. And some years they're bigger than other years, but like it just kind of depends on what I need done, right? Do you think this woman has ever tried to think more than 5 minutes ahead? I don't know. I just don't get why you would bury yourself under both.
Thing?
She said she was good at money. This doesn't feel like good at money.
Why would you have gotten foreclosed on? How much was this? What was the loan on this thing?
We bought it for $300.
Okay.
And then I didn't refinance. I did like one of those where you take your missed payments and put them at the end of the month. I know.
Why were you missing payments? What were your payments? What were your payments for $300,000 with the low interest rates?
She claimed that she had a lot of money and that she was good at money at one point. Did she say she was good at money? She at least had money. I'm so confused. She might have spiraled after the separation with her husband, but you would think it would be a situation of like, I don't know. Like, did he not have to buy her out of the house, or who bought the house? Whose house was it? Was it just her house? Did she just decide to buy a house by herself and then make decisions that were bad? Oh my God. Okay.
COVID, what were the payments?
$2,000.
Why couldn't we find 2,000? I'm not saying it's an insignificant amount of money, but why couldn't we find 2,000?
Because
Was this post separation?
yes.
Okay, well that's a difference, and we know that you
And I didn't have a
break when
job.
you go outside. So
I do break when I go outside.
Yes. You didn't have a job at that point. Okay.
Yes, correct. And then that's when I started, because I was on state disability for a year after my injury. But they don't tell, they didn't.
What was your injury?
I had a right wrist injury. It was just simple tendonitis, but because it didn't heal, that's how they found out I have the collagen disorder. So it's still up. I can only lift 3 pounds with my right wrist.
Yeah, but that didn't mean lifting isn't the only kind of job that exists out there.
I
I mean, the most I've lifted in this office is like my cup of coffee.
But when you have a specialty license, they like give you that
Yeah. They
you were
give it.
supposed to be able to do this.
I mean, yeah, I've definitely gone to a lot of places where they expect me to lift a lot of stuff, even though I never end up lifting anything. But it's part of like you're expected to be able to lift X amount of pounds. Like a lot of my jobs had that, even if I ended up never lifting anything heavier than like a ream of paper or some shit.
Of course they give it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that's where you have to go.
I know.
I mean, you were missing your so obviously this wasn't.
Not for the first long while, because I had a big savings.
Okay, I'm gonna get into your finances. I'm sorry. This is just this has been going.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she doesn't explain things well. She doesn't get to the point. She like meanders around. Which, you have to ask pointed questions and then interrupt her a bunch and keep her on track is what's happening.
For a moment, and I just need to know.
Yeah.
But for self-assess first. It's always important. I want to see where you think it is.
100%.
You think you're a 0 out of 10?
Which I think that your
Finance
scale
score?
is a little skewed,
Why
just
is
to be
that?
honest. Because as you state it verbally, you're like 0 being the absolute worst.
Yeah.
And I don't think that everybody is at a 0. Like the absolute
Everybody?
worst.
Well, not everybody's at a
Well,
0.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I don't think that the average person, and I know average is a whole thing, but I don't think that somebody in my situation where I have a roof over my head is the worst possible.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly over exaggeration, right?
Yeah.
But if like your debt is kind of like, yeah, it really doesn't get worse than this because like sure you
Yeah.
could add some numbers, but at that point it's just like this is
Yeah.
like that's still a 0 like for the debt score, and then it all compounds throughout there. Like, no real estate's 0 obviously.
Yeah.
So it still becomes a 0. Sure. Yeah, you could be homeless under a bridge. It's a little different, but
I'm just homeless in a cardboard box.
to watch your Hammer financial score, go to calebhammer.com or click the link in the description below. You can also go to calebhammer.com/apply. We'd be happy to have you on the show. Our application's actually gotten a lot easier. We just updated it to make it more streamlined. So make sure you check it out. We'd love to have you on the show. Okay. So, all right. I see a Subaru. You look like a Subaru kind of gal. You have that California Subaru girly energy.
Thanks, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go camp in a forest somewhere.
That is
Probably.
actually where I live.
In the forest?
My house is a 17-foot teardrop trailer.
So
I own it outright.
when you said roof over your head, you meant a vehicle.
I meant Something with a bed and a kitchen and a shower.
A shower?
Yeah, the toilet's inside the shower.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So I got all my
Well, no. It's better than not having a roof.
Thank you.
It's a technical roof, but that's not usually what people think. Okay.
It counts as homelessness in the state of California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a vehicle.
Uh-huh.
But okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that puts things a little more into perspective than before. So is that the Subaru? That's not the Subaru.
I tow it with the Subaru.
Do you have like designated spots, or are you just everywhere?
So I have
I mean, it's gonna be harder for you to have a job without a permanent address.
You betcha it is.
Okay.
Why do you think I can't go into an office?
Because you don't have a permanent address.
Huh?
Why don't we work on? You were making money until a couple of days ago. It's like if you were in this situation forever, I'd be a little
don't
more.
want to be.
I'd be a little more. Okay, it makes sense. We can't afford a place over our head when we don't have a job. No, we literally had a job until right now. So
Yeah.
why weren't we trying to get a roof over
What
our
happened
head?
there?
I have a roof over
Come
my
on,
head.
you know what I'm talking about.
You were technically considered homeless. Like you just said you're technically considered homeless. You can't nitpick this. You can't just like be like, well, I technically have a roof over your head. The state that you live in considers you homeless and you don't have a permanent address and therefore cannot get a big girly job or whatever the fuck. So no. Like,
Permanent address.
I don't want one.
Okay, congratulations. Then you're probably gonna have a harder time getting a job, and then you're probably gonna live in poverty, and then you. Like that's the end of the conversation. Then it's like we just determined.
there are
just determined.
Plenty of remote jobs.
Cool. How's that going?
And not well.
yeah, it's almost like you need a permanent address. Because what if something happens, you get fired or you quit or something, they have to send you your fucking paycheck? What if they want to send you onboarding paperwork? What if they want to send you your W-2 or whatever? You need a permanent fucking address. Hold on. Here's my squeezy ball. Listen. Sorry. You need a permanent fucking address. What do you mean? Yeah, no wonder you're not getting a job. It's not going well because what?
So we literally just determined that you would have a better chance of getting a job if you had a permanent address.
And you know how much more money that would cost me per month?
Yes, but you had the stable income.
Up
And this
until
is-
now.
I had the stable income living in my trailer.
Stop. In that, even if a little more expensive, trust me, I get it. It would have been more expensive on a monthly basis. I really do understand that. But it would have prevented the situation you're in right now extending longer
What's happening?
いらっしゃいませ。
Hi.
than it needs to, because you would prevented the situation you're in right now extending longer than it needs to.
Yes.
Because you would have been able to at least get. Listen, I'm sorry. It makes sense. If I'm hiring someone as the boss of this place, it makes more sense making sure that someone lives in a certain radius here, because it is more guaranteed that they are going to be here. Because you invest a lot of money into an employee when you're first getting them set up, especially and then it's time and it's energy, and then replacing someone is even more time and energy. You want the best.
There's like a certain amount of money that jobs are like, if I hire you, I'm putting X amount of money into hiring you because they hire you, they do background checks on you, they, might do a drug test on you, they might do all this other stuff that they put money into, and then they generally are like, well, we have an onboarding process / training, and even if the training is freaking videos you have to sit and watch, they factor in the cost of how much it took to make those videos into you being hired, if that makes sense, which I think is a little kind of bullshit. I think that is bullshit, to be honest, but they do that. So, like, they don't want a situation where they feel like they wasted their money hiring you, you know?
Best chance that they're going to succeed. Hiring you would be on the lower chance of going to succeed of an in-person role.
That I don't. But that's the thing is, in-person role is just not.
You don't have to lift everything in person.
No.
You could be in an office.
It's
What are you
not
talking
about that.
about?
It's not about that.
Then what is it about?
It's about my mental health.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Okay.
here we
I know.
go.
That's a value of mine.
What? It's a value?
Yes, a value of mine is to not put myself in a situation that's going to make me much
What are we-
worse for my mental
guys-
health, especially considering I have ADA accommodations.
You haven't told me what they are.
Because you didn't ask.
Guess I did.
Yeah, he did.
And I said mental and physical, and you didn't ask for elaboration. So
Elaborate.
thank you. My ADA.
Ma'am, are you joking?
Mental accommodation is up to 32 hours a month of time off that is paid typically, and it's typically a half day every other week, and then
Is that forced federally?
I don't know what that means.
Because
Does the federal government enforce that as something workplaces have to accommodate? Because what the fuck are you saying?
I don't do the HR, so my other guy, like if there are anything like that, he's making sure we're following guidelines and stuff like that. Is that forced federally that someone is not allowed to look at that when determining hiring? Because I know there are disability protections, of
Yeah.
course. Is that specifically? Because it's
I
not,
know.
why the fuck would I pick you over someone who I know will come into work without the
Yeah.
hassle of me having to reorchestrate everyone else's office in a small business around your life?
I don't think that they are allowed to know. Plus,
Oh,
my-
allowed to know. Well, that's different. I mean, more
Yeah.
discriminate against it if that's a thing. I know there are certain things you can't discriminate
Yeah.
against. I don't know if it's that one.
I don't either. So that's
Well, why wouldn't you know?
Why the fuck wouldn't you know? You're insisting you need it. If you have something that is, quote, slightly out of the general norm, right? Like you need ADA accommodations, you should know what you are entitled to. Right? Am I stupid for thinking that? I don't feel like I'm stupid for thinking that. Like, what? Hold on. Okay, we're gonna go back because I don't.
situation that's gonna make me
Okay, no.
just real nervous.
Okay.
Not right now. For
Oh, what did I do?
Okay,
but
okay.
just in
Okay,
general.
so the life blew up.
Yes.
What did life?
I
blow
went
up?
back
'Cause,
so much further than I
like
meant to.
5 years ago.
Yes.
So,
And then over
are you saying
the
this was a
course-
5-year operation?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened? That's still a zero, like for the debt score, and then it all.
I fucked up.
compounds throughout there. Like, no real estate, zero, obviously.
Yeah.
So
You set your schedule.
they
That's
do. They
how much-
hire you.
A month of.
Okay. Sorry, I fucked up and I
mental
hit
and
too many buttons together and it went back, way back.
physical, and you didn't ask for elaboration. So
Elaborate.
thank you.
Okay, wait, no, just about everyone I know who needs accommodation says you have to advocate yourself because you'll always know more than them. Okay.
My ADA mental accommodation
Yeah.
is up to
Up to.
32 hours a month
Okay, a
of time off.
32
That-
hours a month of paid time off is what she wants. She wants 32 hours of paid time off a month. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is paid typically, and it's typically a half day every other week, and then
Is that forced federally?
I don't know what that means.
I don't do the HR, so my other guy, like if there are anything like that, he's making sure we're following guidelines and stuff like that. Is that forced federally that someone is not allowed to look at that when determining hiring? Because I know there are disability protections, of
Yeah.
course. Is that specifically? Because it's
I
not,
know.
why the would I pick you over someone who I know will come into work without the
Yeah.
hassle of me having to reorchestrate everyone else's office in a small business around your life?
And is it just like, hey, you leave early X day a week? Or is it like you don't show up on Thursday, Or is it a situation of you just get to not show up when you don't feel like it? Like, is it something I know about ahead of time and can schedule around? Or is it some days I'm just screwed over? You know?
I don't think that they are allowed to know. Plus,
Allowed to know. Well, that's different. I mean, more
Yeah.
discriminate against it if that's a thing. I know there are certain things you can't discriminate
Yeah.
against. I don't know if it's that one.
I don't either. So that's
Well, why wouldn't you know? Shouldn't you be the one that does know? You and HR?
well, HR.
You were just complaining about it at the beginning that the other company wasn't following it, but now you don't even know if it's a legal requirement.
What do you mean wasn't following it?
You said the other company
No,
wasn't.
I said there was an
Did
issue
she
with
not
it.
say that? I heard her.
Plus, I just want a plus. Throughout this situation, my therapist has come to the recommendation that I not have like a direct boss.
Girl,
Bitch, I bet you, Uber, DoorDash, Lyft, pet sitting or whatever. Not having a direct boss, huh? Wow. Wow. I just. Your therapist said that to you? You sure? You sure that's what your therapist said? How are you paying this therapist? Wild, because that therapist is about to not have your business because you're not going to be able to pay her.
girl, you're not going to survive.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I really don't understand the purpose then. This doesn't make sense. You're not going to survive in this world. Everyone has a boss.
Do you?
Yes, the audience.
Uh-huh.
I have a boss. The platform that I'm on. I
Yeah.
have to follow the rules and regulations or else no money.
Kind of like when I was pet sitting and making $2,000 a month and I was my own boss.
Kind of. I mean, they're still your boss, the people hiring you and paying you. Yeah, they hire you and they don't have to hire you again. What the are you talking about?
Because you,
There's a direct level of management that might be different, but they're still your boss. What the are you talking
your boss versus your income is different. So your boss is who sets your schedule.
They
sets
do. They
how much-
hire you.
Exact. That's what I'm saying.
No. The people that are hiring you to pet sit for them are hiring you. You have to follow their rules and regulations or whatever the fuck. They tell you when they want you to come in and you either agree and you get that job, or you don't agree and you don't get that job. What? She's more like, oh, I shouldn't be in a corporate environment, maybe. And I need to be a little bit more free-spirited or some shit. But she just took that as not having any boss ever and then just trying to decide what counts as a boss, I guess. I'm so confused.
No, listen, if people aren't willing to hire you based on the schedule you say on Rover, then they are still setting your schedule because they don't want to hire you based on your schedule.
That's not setting my schedule. Setting my schedule is what days I'm available to do the
You
things.
can say going into a job interview, these are the days that I'm not able to do things, and they will still judge your.
Okay, wait. The only thing I can find is an ADA request for mental health for a 32-hour work week, but then it's not paid. It's just a shorter pay. So it's just a shorter week, and you get paid for 32 hours, not 40. Imagine.
hiring based on that, just like someone on Rover is judging your booking based on that.
That doesn't make them my boss, does it?
Yes. Yes?
Okay, you're just viewing it in a slightly different way. Whatever, that's okay. And I think you want to view it on a very like corporate overlord versus like you are accountable to someone.
I am
Level.
accountable to myself and my clients that I I make.
You're accountable to Subaru because you
That
owe
is
them
true.
money and you signed a contract.
Yeah, that was
And
a,
you're like, I don't want to have a boss. Well, you said your therapist said you shouldn't have a boss. And I'm a little concerned by that.
Yeah.
Big advocate for mental health, but she kind of f***ed you with that one. Because
I think she cares more about me being alive.
Yeah, you need money to survive.
I
Like,
also
I
need
get
to,
it.
Why does she just keep agreeing with everything? But like a lot of the stuff that he's saying does not fit her worldview that she's giving us. Like, but she just keeps going, no matter what he points out, and it's driving me a little bit insane, I'm going to be honest. Like, is any of this sticking into your brain, baby doll? Like, is any of this landing on the board? Like, I just...
Not
But also,
KMS.
no, I get that, but there's always different levels is the thing, right? Like, I want to come at this from sympathy, but I'm also always coming at it from logic as well and devil's advocate. The thing is there's so many different levels of bosses. You can have a non-micromanaging boss that, you know, he's still, or she, or whatever, that person.
like
that person just sets like, here's the goals we're trying to hit. Can you help us get there with your experience? Over the McDonald's manager that's like looking behind you as you're dropping fries in the oil, you know? There's different levels. Your therapist is saying, I don't think you should have a boss. Feels kind of like a disservice to me because there's so much in between different levels of what a boss looks like. Even you have figured that out without figuring that out when we talked about the Rover thing.
Okay. Mike, so where I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the last sentence you said? Please.
What's your plan for survival then?
That was not the last sentence.
No, but that's what I care about.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. At that point, it's like, then what?
Exactly.
Tell me the answer.
It's like, that wasn't a fucking answer to what the... Quit agreeing and answer the damn question. Like, just fucking... Oh, my God. Okay. It's fine. Probably.
My next step is to the company. We did sign an agreement that they will not contest an unemployment filing, so I am moving forward with that. I had to wait for my
How long are you at that job?
10 months.
Are you going to qualify for unemployment?
If you're over 6 months, you qualify.
6 months, okay.
Okay.
At least in California. So,
Okay. So your job is to be on unemployment.
and then do my pet sitting /
Even
house
though we
sitting.
know you can probably do more, but
which I'm hoping to.
listen, and I'm not going to get you in a dangerous position. I understand what you and your therapist have been talking about, most likely based on your things. Like, I do kind of get it. Sounds like you just can't have a direct and authoritative person.
Exactly.
But there are other levels of boss.
Which
but
I
you,
do.
You.
I do.
Hold on, but you're just counting yourself out from the workforce, other than just
agree.
independence.
I agree.
In the workforce, small business is 50% of the GDP in this country. You know, that's
Which
just the
I'm
majority
doing.
of jobs.
Which I'm doing.
Okay, yeah, okay, you brought in $400. You said.
I
When we said small, I didn't mean like micro level of business. Like, we're talking a small business like this is a small business.
Well, this is a very successful small business.
Yes, at a certain point, once it's like not surviving and $400 is not surviving.
But I'm trying.
That doesn't mean anything. This
It
isn't.
does, because if I
No. The people that you have to pay your bills to don't give a shit if you're trying. I need you to understand this. Whoever you have bills owed to don't really give a shit at the end of the day if you are making attempts. All right, this isn't a video game, babe. This is life. They want the motherfucking money. Okay? Like, they don't care if what you're doing. They really don't. They care about money in hand.
wasn't trying, I would.
Money's not participation trophies. You get, girl, you don't.
Which I purchased in
the
full.
state of California, who, trust me, they are pretty on that side of making sure everyone feels yay. They don't define you as having a roof over your head. So,
But I don't go cold.
you don't pay your bills. You were forced to sell a
payment
house.
Have I missed recently?
You were forced to sell a house.
I
Your
was.
dream house that you wanted to live in. So don't tell me that you're doing great.
2 years ago.
I'm trying is not anything. You get rewarded with dollar bills based on something you provide. You do not survive off of participation trophies.
But
Become a little bickering match instead of going into your. I'm really meant to go into your numbers.
You did. But I got that severance package. So
2,000 though. That's not. That doesn't go
I
very
know.
far,
Yeah, it was 1 month's pay.
especially in California.
Yeah. So that gave me a little bit of cushion, which is good.
You were only there for 10 months, so 1 month for 10 months. That's actually not very. That's pretty okay.
Pretty
But also, what were you doing with all your money in that span of time? Because you weren't getting like an apartment or a lot for your trailer that has a mailbox, or can you put a trailer like that on a mobile home lot? You know what I'm talking about? Manufactured homes now, I think they're called. It depends. I guess the question is, can you do that in the state of California? I feel like you could get away with a lot of shit in the South, but I just what were you doing with the money that you were making? Because if you were getting $2,000 a month, like, okay, but you didn't put anything away? We're gonna go into our finances. I shouldn't be asking this question.
Okay, because they didn't want me to sue them.
Good luck with that. Okay. You
The
don't
lawyer didn't say good luck with that, so thank you. You have a law degree. You don't.
I don't. Okay. Black Friday starting today.
You know what he does have?
All the way through
Money.
December 6th, you get our entire educational
A successful
class
small
bundle for
business.
33% off.
A
You also
paycheck.
get 20% off everything else, including merchandise. I've even added 4 new sections into
Taquitos.
our budgeting class, which is cementing it as the best budgeting program online. There's a reason why we have the lowest refund rate in the entire industry.
Hey, man, have
Literally
you
over
guys looked
10,000
at,
people
like,
have taken our educational
manufactured
services, and they
homes
have
lately? They're,
changed
like,
their
pretty
lives.
decent.
And as an added bonus for this Black Friday couple weeks sale, the first 250 people to purchase the bundle will get access to a
Also,
private live
now
Q&A
the
where
big
I go
thing
over my
is
entire
to, like,
financial
live in
strategies.
tiny
Change your life today.
homes because it's
33%
more,
off,
quote, unquote,
20% off.
affordable,
Depends on
so,
what you
like,
get. Check it out. Links in the description
you
below.
know, whatever.
By the way, as someone with many lawyers, they're all very happy for lawsuits. You gotta take the judgment of what makes sense. You can sue anyone for anyone in this country. That doesn't mean you have standing. Things can be thrown out in a heartbeat. And again, you don't even know your own legal qualifications for what you're saying you're talking about and what you're saying you have, and neither do I.
Right. So we're in the same position right here.
Yes, but you're overly confident that 1, they were intimidated by you, and 2, you could have sued them into oblivion.
I didn't say that.
on.
You exaggerator.
Yes, but you're making it sound like they're terrified of you. So
Why else would they give me a month's severance and unemployment?
Maybe they're a decent business.
My boss was not a
if
decent
I was
human
forced to
being.
let someone go, I would want to give them a big.
Is your boss the owner of the business? And because you just said that they got bought out by a bigger company, that they were a small company that got bought out by a bigger company. So the bigger company might have like things put in place of like, oh, she was there for 10 months, give her a month's pay and get her out of there because we don't want to deal with it. Like, that could be a policy of the bigger company that bought out your smaller one, you know? It could be the policy put on the books by the owner of that company in general, just cause. Like, hey, we're gonna fire you, but like, here's a month's pay. You know, good luck with your shit. Get out. I don't want to hear from you again. Like, you don't know. But you're like, oh, it's so I don't sue them. If you think you had standing for a lawsuit, then you shouldn't have accepted the severance. You should have contacted a lawyer. Like, if you think you have legit standing because of lack of ADA compliance or whatever, and you have evidence or whatever, you should have contacted a lawyer. Legitimately.
Chunk of money so they had a chance of survival. I would. Not everyone out there's a horrible piece of
Correct. And I agree with that.
that doesn't mean I'm intimidated. Jake, if I fire you tomorrow, and I promise I'm not giving you money because I'm terrified of you.
You should be.
Lindsay said I should be. Yeah. I don't know. He thinks 6.5 is huge, so it doesn't really scare me. Sorry, that's like membership post-show conversations.
Okay.
We'll save that for later. Either way,
Number me, baby.
$23,302. So this is a really high balance. When did we get this?
January 2022.
Why?
Okay, so
Why did we get this? Why? When did this was this after she sold her house? Why did you buy a brand new car? After everything went the fuck down the way it did, baby.
had it for 2 years, well, basically almost 3, and that's still an incredibly high balance. What is this, 72 months, 80 whatever months? Well, which one?
Probably 72.
Okay. The $502 minimum monthly payment, more than your Rover income. Great.
No,
That's gonna get us to
I
our
said
next.
I had a projected of 600 this month, and I'm not booked up yet.
Oh, guys,
And I get like
we have $100 left to make everything work.
request every day.
But how are you gonna? Because this is what gets scary, right? Is just like because you didn't allow yourself to have a permanent roof is preventing you from getting an.
I do have a permanent
Shut
roof.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know that you think you know what you're talking about.
If you would have let me make my point.
Baby, you don't have a permanent roof because at any given time, you could trailer hitch your trailer and move it. That is not permanent. It's movable. It's not connected to anything other than if you connect it to your car to move it. That is not a permanent roof. Even manufactured homes have like plumbing and stuff that kind of connect them to the ground in which they are placed. Like, what are you talking about? It's not permanent. Like, it's permanent. No, it's not. It's a trailer. The whole point of the trailer is that you can move it around. You don't understand what permanent roof means. You don't have an address, girl. You do not have an address. That's the point.
You would have understood the importance. Because you don't have the permanent roof,
It is permanent.
because of that, you're having a hard time getting an in-person job because that's what they consider to be a permanent roof. You get it? Cool.
A permanent location
So-
and a permanent roof.
It's not a...
Permanent roof means I don't get
Girl,
rained on.
bird
That's not
flies
what
into
that means.
The roof's gone.
I don't know. Have you lived in a trailer? I think I have a little more experience on what
I
my
had very
trailer.
close family members who lived in a trailer that I was over there often, okay?
Okay, so you know my trailer and that my roof.
Oh my gosh,
my
you are
God.
so... Shut the... Listen, I'm just trying
Hey,
to...
don't get
I'm
mad
trying
at me
to
for
make a
standing up
point.
to myself. Standing up for
Standing up to
myself.
yourself?
To
Okay.
you. Standing up for myself. To you. Yes, I slipped up one word.
Listen, if you had any like justifiable rationale behind it, I would be excited.
Behind having a trailer, you haven't asked
No,
me yet.
about not that. About you interjecting every second right now, and usually I'm the one that gets in trouble for interjecting. So, listen, I'm just saying because you didn't focus on getting what society considers.
Society.
Will I ever be able to get this point out?
No, because she has interrupted him constant. She does not let him finish a thought or a sentence. And it's driving me insane. Like, oh, it's driving me. Like, she is so combative. She is so combative. And you could give her facts and she just does not believe you. Like, a trailer is not a permanent residence. It's not a permanent roof, whatever. The state of California considers you homeless, and you specifically stated that the state of California considers you homeless. Why? Because you don't have a fucking address. If there's like, hey, I want to do a health check on this girl, there's not an address to give. If, you know, like, you can't even fucking DoorDash to you. Like, come on, babe. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, yeah, you could, like, can you even have deliveries made? Like, you can't talk to her. Like, you can't. She's like one of those people that you might try to debate, and you're like, here's all this evidence about how you're factually wrong. But she's like, I think I'm right based on vibes and or feelings. I feel like I'm correct, so I am. Oh my fucking god. Like, I just, like, cool, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, you go live in Delulu land. I'm gonna be here in rational land. I don't know. I'm gonna be here in the fucking real world. Good luck on all your bullshit. I cannot hold your hand, and I refuse to. Oh my god.
Not if you keep saying things that I don't agree with.
No, I don't care if you agree with it. I'm saying what society says.
Society!
No. But the point I'm trying to make isn't based on your opinion or my opinion.
Okay.
So let me make it, for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Because
It's right.
you didn't take care of that beforehand when you had a stable source of income. It is preventing you from getting a stable source of income because you have less places you can get a job at. Now, this is in a similar vein. Because you have such a high car payment, high loan balance, and a high term, the moment something bad happens to this, just like your past job, let's say it gets totaled, or let's say your income goes dry and you lose it because it gets repoed, then that is now preventing you from getting to your rover job as well. You're setting yourself up for these failures if something goes wrong. You are not allowing yourself to have any security. You are setting yourself up for a disastrous life because you refuse to, one, you don't need a $23,000 car is what it is now. It was probably $30,000 when you got it. You didn't need that.
More than that.
Exactly. You don't need a $500. What?
I special ordered it.
How do you special order a Subaru?
Because it was before it came out. So I bought it in, so it's the 2022, and I bought it in December of 2021. Sort of. I ordered it in December.
That is just how cars are now. What are you talking about? Like, yes, you can walk onto a, like, dealership, and you could be like, I want that one. And they'll sell it to you. However, if you want a specific, like, make or model and the dealership does not have it, or you want it with specific quote-unquote bells and whistles or add-ons or whatever, and the dealership does not have it, then they put in a bid at manufacturing, right? And they'll get, like, a thing back going, like, yeah, okay, we have one of those about to roll off the line. Do you want it? And then they send it to your dealership and you go pick it up, but you have to pay for it first. Like, that's just cars now, babe. What do you mean? That's not I special order it. It's, they didn't have what I wanted, so I paid for them. And when one rolled off the manufacturing line, it got sent to my dealership and I went and picked it up. Like, That's what that means. It's the same as going on the website and quote unquote making one or customizing one. It's the same fucking thing. It's just the difference is whether or not you did it at your dealership or you did it on the website. That's just how cars are now. You can go, like, I could go to my local dealership and be like, hey, I want a GR86. I want it to be fucking whatever fucking color they have. I want a silver one. Let's be boring. I want a silver one. I want a silver GR86. And I want the, I don't know. I want the automatic, and I want it in this whatever. This trim. Whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. I promise you, my local dealership doesn't have one on the lot. I was just there. They didn't have one. So they'll be like, okay, we'll put in a bid for you, and when we get one, and we get one back or whatever, we'll let you know. That's what fucking happens, because they don't always have the entirety of the amount of Toyotas that are out there available. I'm so annoyed. Anyway.
For 2021, because they didn't come into dealership until later. That's what I
Great, because that's what you needed.
Yeah,
Well, let me guess. This was a mistake. I've heard that a few times this episode.
No.
Will you ever stop making them?
At the time, it was in what I considered, I don't know if investment
You consider
is
a lot of things.
I do, as does everybody.
No.
That's
You
what
consider a
brain
lot of
does.
things incorrectly. Like, you consider your trailer a permanent residence.
I don't think that's incorrect.
It is.
Well, it's not. No. This is
like a legality thing. That is why you are considered homeless in the state of California. That is not legally a permanent residence. That's it. Like, that's it. I'm not shitting on your trailer or your trailer life. I'm telling you, legally, the state that you live in does not consider that a permanent residence. End of story, babe.
A moving trailer. This isn't even one of those like mobile homes that is in a lot.
Right. I wouldn't want that.
Exactly. You're in very much something not considered permanent in any way. You're moving it always.
I am moving it always.
Well, we're not going back to that. Continue
Okay.
your point.
Okay. If I remember my point, what was I saying?
Do you think you're employable?
Oh yeah,
Why?
because I have a lot of skills.
Which are?
So I have many years in customer service. I have the medical knowledge of an RBT and my license.
Do you think I'm just being genuine here. Genuine. I don't want to insult.
I mean, that's your job.
You're excited. That's not my job. That's, I have a little bit of energy to me, so that comes with my show.
Not gonna disagree.
No, of course not. I mean, you watched the show, so
For the past week.
of course. Really? Only a week?
Yeah, I
That was a
stumbled
quick
upon you
apply.
last Monday. I saw one episode and I'm like, some gigs apply.
Time to
and
take
then
your trailer to Texas. Okay,
I thought
so
about it. It would have been more expensive. Oh, that's what I was saying. My car.
your existence and how you present yourself and how you talk. Listen, actually, let me associate this to me for an example. I actually did have to do some customer service there for a bit when I started my job. It was mixture of customer service and sales before I went into sales, my first post-college job.
Sales are scummy.
I would not, sales? Sales is scummy? What if you sell like something good? We weren't selling something good, but you can sell good things.
And still try to get
Oh my
the
gosh,
most money
I need you
possible with
to,
it.
I take the bait every time with you.
Yeah.
I take the bait every time. Every time you say something, I will just. Okay. I wouldn't be good at customer service because I'm. Are you sure you'd be good at customer service? You're all over the place.
yeah.
You're loud. You're a bit abrasive.
Here in my personal life, that doesn't mean that that's my.
Well, this is all I know about you.
I know.
So that's
Because
just
this
what
isn't
I'm asking.
an interview.
Huh?
I said because this isn't a job interview.
It is
So
an
why?
interview.
Right, but it's not for employment. So why would I present my employment personality when I'm not here for that?
No. This isn't about how you do in an interview. It's about how you do on a daily in a job. Just
Right,
trying to
but
figure
you
out if
asked
you
if
would
I
do
have
well in a job.
I mean, I've had customer service positions.
You've been laid off.
Once
Because they were intimidated.
because there was a possibility that they were intimidated. Why else
Oh,
would
it's
you?
a possibility now.
Why else would you start lying about somebody?
Okay, we're not going back to it. We're not going back to
Immediately.
it.
Are they lying about you, or are they just talking shit about how they feel about you and you construe it as a lie? You know? And what were these lies? I want to know. I want to know the drama here.
I'm sorry.
After
I fall
ADA
for it every time.
accommodations get approved.
I'm so easy. I'm so easy. Guys,
Why else would
it's
you?
a possibility now.
Why else would you start lying about somebody?
Okay, we're not going back to it. We're not going back to it. I'm
Immediately
sorry.
After
I fall
ADA
for it every time.
accommodations get approved.
I'm so easy. I'm so easy. Guys, I'm too easy. I'm too easy.
Okay.
Okay.
You asked me about my car,
Yeah.
right?
Ask you about your employment skills.
Right, but previously the sentence that you wouldn't let me
I'm
finish.
going to lead the interview on my job.
Okay.
So how about you follow the current track? Your employability skills. Do you think you're employable? You say yes. I say what skills? You say you're good at this. Because without the employability, this conversation is pointless. So I want to see why you think you're employable in different
And
things.
I've been trying to tell you.
Well, you tried to go to another part of the conversation, so that's incorrect. But go ahead, continue.
So like I said, I've got lots of customer service skills. I have administrative skills. I have the medical knowledge and the medical license.
I like that one.
Yeah, thank you. It did cost a lot of money. And I worked 3 jobs during college. It was hard. Anyways,
We have a lot of student loans here.
so yeah, I mean, I've got. I mean, we can look at my resume later.
Let's look at your resume. Can I have it? If someone wants to Slack it to me, that'd be chill.
I have it on my phone too, if you need it.
Oh, that works.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see it flash me with its light. You're trying to assault me with. You just want me to start season so that this conversation finishes.
This conversation.
Google Drive. That's what I'm looking for.
Guys, she's qualified in technology. She can pull up Google Drive.
You're such an.
I am. I'm sorry.
And I just don't want that on screen, but you can.
Of course. Finally, a resume that doesn't look like a piece of shit. We
Oh,
have
nice.
A lot of resumes on this show.
I appreciate that.
Location, California.
Correct. I don't leave California because I'm on Medi-Cal.
You're here.
I meant living wise.
It's just so vague. Like, what if I'm trying to hire you in LA and I see California? I'm like,
That's why I only apply for remote positions.
But it's just becoming so much more scarce, and
Yeah.
because of the scarcity and everyone wanting them, they are the most competitive jobs in the United States.
Yeah, I've had
Type of jobs, at least.
a New York based and a Texas based.
I hope so.
And then right now I'm doing my tattoo artist for her admin stuff.
Ooh. Okay. I will say your passions and interests definitely, you can start vibing politicalness from it, because
What does that mean?
you can start vibing. Listen,
You want to like put stuff that looks impressive, but not like you're gonna have an issue with anything that they might do or say. Most businesses aren't going to hire you if you are extremely obvious about leaning one way or another, radicalism kind of way. You got to be vague. You got to be vague as fuck, and then they invite you into an interview, and then when you say shit, you say flowery shit that's still kind of vague. Like, that's what you got to do.
I'm not against someone who's for animal rights. Obviously, I am too, or human rights, environmentalism, mental health, authenticity and kindness, and that kind of stuff. But once you start putting that as just as important as the key skills on here, I start seeing that, and I can see other people seeing that as, oh, she's gonna come in here and she's just gonna cancel the company.
What do you mean by cancel the company?
You know exactly what I mean. There's certain
I
people.
wouldn't have asked if I did.
Huh?
I wouldn't have asked for a clarification if I knew exactly what you meant.
That the moment this isn't something like that. There's probably a lot of places where it's just like, how do I want to phrase this? Let me think about this. Where it's just like, why stir up? And like, I'm not translating it like this. I'm just saying some people could.
Okay.
Some people could. That you could be in there, and the fact that you're layering just as equal as your key skills, your environmentalism and all this stuff, it could suggest to a potential employer that you're going to be someone who goes in there and then you're going to be making issues about a bunch of different stuff just constantly. You're going to be someone who just gets offended super easy. Like every conversation is going to be an HR thing.
Got it.
And it says, it's not a bad thing that you would feel passionate about things. It's not, but it's just you indicating it just as important as your customer relation skills, your veterinary medicine skills, leadership skills. It's just as equal on your resume. It's the same size. Actually, no, passions and interests is actually bigger on your resume. So
Good point.
that would just,
I gotta say.
well, yeah, I'm not I don't have to show being an idiot. Actually, I'm an idiot on a lot of things, but this is the stuff that I'm relatively good at this. Okay. And then work experience, it's all over the place. So what we're having here, what kind of remote jobs are you applying for?
Administrative, healthcare,
Yeah.
veterinary care, pet insurance.
Okay, so a lot of it's pet, and then we have administrative, and then in here I have the mixture of both. What I would instead have is a resume focus on administrative and a resume focus on animal.
Okay.
And I get that you have the experience on both fields, but having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, your last 10 experiences,
All of
post.
those are all of my jobs.
Exactly. That's a bit much.
Okay.
I would have the most critical focused on what you're applying for. And if you have to, move a number a little, like to make things work, it's not the end of the world. Because you're still not
People do
lying about
that.
your real experience,
Right.
So, having resumes focused on what you're going for. If you're applying for an administrative job and 75% of this is I was working as a vet tech, I'm like, I'm probably gonna hire the person that the resume is focused on administrative tasks.
Yeah.
God, that scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. This segment is a paid ad from Moomoo, a trading app by Moomoo Technologies Incorporated. Content outside of this ad has not been reviewed by MTI or its affiliates for completeness or accuracy. And many opinions are those of the independent influencer, not MTI or its affiliates.
Think about your budget, rent,
That's crazy.
groceries, maybe a streaming subscription here and there. But here's the thing, are you actually budgeting for the future? Today's sponsor, Moomoo, makes it super simple to start investing as a regular part of your budget.
You
so
know,
no more putting it
I'm
off
gonna be
until
honest.
next month.
I'm just gonna
Moomoo, you can
talk over
easily
him.
set up reoccurring deposits,
don't
just
know.
like you would for any
But
other
like,
monthly expense.
I occasionally
By putting a
get some
consistent amount of
emails
money
about like,
into your
hey,
investment
we would
account,
like
you're
to
building a steady foundation for the future. It's
sponsor
not
you
about
and you
timing the
sell
market.
this
It's
whatever
about
the fuck it is.
compounding
And sometimes
habits
it's like
and
crazy
investments
shit.
in the long
Or
term.
just like
Plus,
stuff I'm like,
Moomoo
I
is
don't want to
designed
be
keep
associated
costs
with that
low.
actually.
They offer
Okay,
$0
thanks.
commission trading on U.S. stocks,
I don't know.
ETFs, and options. So your money goes towards your investments,
I'm
not
too paranoid.
unnecessary
I'm too
fees.
paranoid about
It's
things
a
going
solid way
badly.
to keep more of what you invest and avoid commission death. And here's the best part. New users who join now can take advantage of up to 8.1%
Yeah, we're like
APY
halfway.
on uninvested cash with Moomoo's cash sweep program for the first 3 months. Plus up to 15 free stocks with a qualified deposit.
welcome.
If I was starting my investing journey or just looking to change platforms, I'd take advantage of this welcome gift in a heartbeat. So if you're ready to make investing part of your monthly budgeting routine, scan the QR code or head to the link in the description.
Guys,
a little
she
consistency now
lives
can
in
go
a
a long way towards securing your
pullable
financial
trailer.
future. Don't miss out on Moomoo's sign
Like-
bonuses either. Head to the link below or scan the
She's
QR
dressed
code
like
on screen
somebody
to
that
get
would
started
insist
today.
that that's-
So
that's a permanent address. I mean, that's what she's dressed like.
this is too one size fits all resume.
Hi. I didn't want to interrupt you again. As far as my like management and shift lead positions, those were more towards the beginning of my work life.
But it's at the top. Administrative assistance is at the top. Usually that's the most recent.
Supervisory and management is what I meant. Because I was
Okay, well then you typed it wrong.
no, down here.
Oh, so you put your most recent at the bottom?
No, if you would have let me finish my sentence.
okay,
Thank
go.
you so much. Oh, sorry about
You're
the table.
welcome so much.
So my managerial and supervisory experience was more towards the beginning of my work history, which is why that's down at the bottom.
Okay.
But if I take off those first 2 jobs, where do I put my supervisory?
That's why I said maybe we tweak a number.
Okay.
I'm not advocating for lying necessarily. I don't want to be like on the record for that, but it's just like tweak.
Yeah.
A little tweak, okay?
Yeah.
You know, when I was close to 2 years in product management, I started looking for another job. I said I was 2 years. I was close.
Yeah.
So like tweak, you know.
Everybody rounds. Also, don't just assume everyone remembers exactly how long they worked at a business. I'm like, I worked at CVS for 7 years. 7 or 8. Somewhere in that ballpark. Legitimately. I don't remember the actual number. I just remember like occasionally I would get like, hey, thanks for working this long. Here's a random object. Like 1 year it was like a cup or something. I don't know. And it's just like, okay. Like, I don't know. You just kind of estimate sometimes.
All that matters in the end is can you actually bring the skills and perform in the company? Yeah. So those are the things I would focus on. You know, I wouldn't try to make it an advocacy resume
Okay.
because someone doesn't want someone
Someone who
coming
advocates for themselves?
not advocate for themselves. Someone doesn't want someone coming in and trying to turn the organization on it upside down.
That makes
Also, like, it comes across as you're going to be preachy. Like, you're going to be preachy about what people do and say or how they live their lives or whatever. I don't want to deal with that. Like, you know, why are you being preachy? This is a workplace.
sense.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like that's what it is. You know, it's just
Yeah.
terms of risk for hire. I get it. It's expensive to hire someone.
Yeah.
And then if we do hire you and you don't work out, it's expensive to replace you.
Yeah. What did you think about the little quote at the top?
It was fine.
Okay.
It was
Because I
okay.
think that's a
Reading
big
that-
part of.
Well, reading that quote specifically, I don't have it here, but reading that with the activism part, I was like, it was something about how change is critical, and I'm also like,
Yeah.
okay, if we're really focusing, I don't want you to come in this company and just, because we, like Brent, the historic figure on this channel, he's someone that comes into job interviews and he's always like, here's what I'm going to change about your company when I'm going to do all this. And it's just like,
Right.
No one hires those people. You should come in. You should learn the structure. You should learn. And then once you're able to speak adequately about everything, you can push for reasonable, good change. Change is not a bad thing.
Right,
But so
and
no
that's
one
what
wants
that-
someone
yeah.
coming in and just they're like, I know everything about this company. I'm ready to change everything. That's not what anyone wants.
No.
So
and
it annoys everyone.
Right. And I think the quote says success is not the goal, formative change is, or something like that. And that's where true success is. Oh, it's survival is not the goal. That's what it says.
Okay, that's better.
So, yeah, survival is
Success
not the goal.
people want to see success when they're hiring someone.
Formative change is success. So
What's the interest rate on this car? Because it's blurred.
it's blurred.
It's blurry.
Oh,
It's hard for me to see.
5.19.
Not the worst.
Yeah.
Not the best. It's in that like gray area of interest rates on a depreciating asset. Okay.
I needed a car that would last me for a very long time.
How many miles are on it? How's the condition?
It is 360 something, or not 300, 36 something thousand miles.
I was about to say 360. Mine is a 2019. I got 70K on it, and I travel a lot. So I was about to say, it's how much? 300 some. Where are you going? You're staying in California. You're just going up and down the coast constantly? What the fuck?
And it actually just got a brand new engine.
How much was that?
1,000.
Oh.
Yes, not horrible, because warranty.
Why did you need a new engine already on a 2022 fucking Subaru?
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what am I looking
Was it
at?
like manufacturer? I'm still like, hold up. A 2022, and this was, I don't know how old this video is. I want to say it's probably like 2024 maybe. What the fuck do you mean? It just had to get a brand new engine. What the fuck? Subarus can burn out their gas bits pretty easily. Damn. That's crazy. I had to talk my mom out of a Subaru. She considered it, and the only reason why I talked her out of it, I was like, there's not a dealership here that sells them. The dealerships are all out of town. Why the fuck are you going to buy something that you can't take to a dealership when there's a manufacturer problem? Like, what if the manufacturer problem, it breaks down? You don't have to fucking get it towed. Why would you do that? Why would you have to go out of town to get it serviced at the dealership if there's something that needs to be... Why the fuck would you do that? You don't want to do that. That's stupid. Also, it don't fucking snow here. Why the fuck do you need that? I was like, you're not doing anything that requires something like a Subaru. What are you doing? Like...
Because you sent a lot of screenshots because you didn't really know how to pull statements.
That's actually, okay. Yes. This is my lifetime camping membership. So that's where I get my water, electricity, place to park.
So you do have a place you go to the most.
Yeah, if you listened to me earlier.
I don't
But
know.
it doesn't have an address.
Yeah, no excuse on your end, huh?
What? Oh, sure. I mean, you said a couple things incorrectly that but that's fine. So
Okay.
I just want to... the record was hell on that one.
So this is the loan. Once this loan is paid off, then I only have to pay the yearly.
It's a loan to the lot?
No,
To the
it's
plot?
a loan to the membership.
You have a loan on the
Hold on.
membership?
If you wait and listen.
I'm reacting, girl. People can react.
Okay.
I wasn't even
but
asking
you're making
a question.
assumptions, not just reacting.
I assumed that it was a loan after you said it was a loan.
To the lot, to the whatever, but it's not. It's a lifetime membership, like I said. So once that membership is paid off, I only have to pay the
Oh, good. Say it.
I only have to pay the annual dues, which is like $400 a year.
This is a camping timeshare.
Yes, and
This is a camping timeshare.
and you
No! Why? Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? A fucking camping time? First of all, anytime, any fucking timeshare. Don't do it. We should know better. It's the 2020s. You should know better by now. Vacation clubs and timeshares. Do not trust that shit. Do not buy into that shit. Oh my fucking god. She's in a camping timeshare. That's crazy. Oh my god.
You know what it does? It gives me free electricity, free water, a place to live.
How easy is it to get out of it when you want to? Do you have to sell your membership?
You do, yes.
Me.
But I'm not.
Me.
But I'm not.
If it was a membership you could cancel, I would be okay with this. I would be okay with this.
Here, Lee.
1 second. I'm just.
Mother Cluckalas. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. I love free things I pay monthly for. Oh my fucking god. She had to take a loan out for this. Or maybe she's just on a payment plan. Maybe she doesn't understand the difference between like a payment plan and a loan. Or maybe it's a private loan. This is disgusting. What do you mean you did this? That's such a bad idea.
In my opinion.
Okay.
You know, the guy who runs the show? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
And you're also the one asking me questions and I'm trying to answer?
I think you're so combative.
Yes.
Oh, it's interesting putting two combative people together. Mm-hmm. It's,
I just don't like people talking over me.
we wouldn't...
You have talked over him way more. I don't like people talking over me. That's why I talk over everybody. Girl, I'm so sorry. She's really unlikable as a person. Like, she's so combative. And she gets, like, mad when people talk over her, but she talks over everybody? Probably? Like, girl, are you for reals? Are you fucking for reals?
It's okay if you talk. If someone talks over you, you're louder than them anyway half the time, so everyone will hear you regardless.
Oh my god, what if I'm intimidated by her? I'd be so fucking for real right now. I'd be annoyed. I would be like, cool, I'm gonna try to get out of this conversation and not get into another conversation because I do not have the patience to deal with this. Like trying to have a conversation with you is a trial.
But we wouldn't last. We wouldn't last. Anyway, it's okay if you talk. If someone talks over you, you're louder than them anyway half the time, so everyone will hear you regardless. But we wouldn't last. We wouldn't last. One, I'm monogamous, so we wouldn't last.
I wasn't looking for that, so I don't know why you had to bring that up, but
He's making jokes.
I don't remember.
we were talking about the membership.
Oh yeah, the timeshare.
She's hurting his ideas. She's completely destroying every thought he has because she won't stop interrupting and she won't stop like derailing the conversation, all this other stuff.
The really stupid decision of getting this. Okay. Yeah.
What makes this having
Because
a
you have to
secure
sell it to
place?
get it out. It's less about the secure
But why
place.
do I want to get it out? Because I don't want a permanent residence.
You are 29. You do not know what the rest of your life looks like.
Yeah.
I know nobody
So,
does.
yes, but you've bound yourself to something that you would have to sell. A product.
How is it a product?
Just like a timeshare, these ongoing dues forever. That
Until
you
you're
have
65.
That you have to. Oh, great.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
that's close. This is that you have to.
$400 a year for free electricity, free rent, and a place to park.
In your
is
situation,
a
but it is still
horrible issue.
It's less about that.
a bad
400.
decision?
Hold on, $400 is actually a lot of money to you. So don't try to act like an entitled little brat. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. You can't barely pay a $500 bill. I don't know how you're going to next month, so I don't want to hear about that. But also, your total loan payoff is $8,135, so it's not that ongoing bill forever. So fuck off. It's obviously not the case. Interest is accruing like crazy. Oh, good. There's also fees. So we're getting fees and we're getting interest. What's the interest on this then?
You don't know.
How do you not know? You signed up for.
I signed up for it over a year
So you
ago.
thought this is good, but you don't even know if it's good.
I
You're
know that
defending its
I know
goodness.
that I needed a place to live. I know that I need electricity, and I know that I need water. So I have made work,
It's less about that. I'm talking about the product itself. Dude.
right? Which doesn't make a difference if I don't have a place to live.
Yeah, we can figure out so many solutions. You're acting like this is the only one that exists in the world.
I couldn't rent.
You're so
couldn't-
inflexible.
I actually am hypermobile, but so
Okay.
I couldn't rent when I almost lost my house. Couldn't rent a room because I have pets. Couldn't
How many pets do you have?
I have 4 and I'm fostering a puppy.
In a trailer?
Currently, we have all lived in the trailer, yes. I'm currently crashing on my mom's couch because my house was in the shop for a week.
Your trailer. Okay.
And I got it back, and I'm just working on getting my stuff back moved into it.
Is your car in good condition?
Like mechanically or like?
Yeah. And the car and the just the looks and everything as well.
It's got some dents and scratches. I mean,
You might have an actual equity position in the car in terms of positive equity. In good condition, it's valued at about $28,000. So maybe this is like $25,000, or closer to your value at $26K. Who knows? So you actually might. What if we can, in your situation, selling it's so weird because like you kind of need it. You need something more reliable. You can't afford this minimum monthly payment. You don't know the interest on here.
I thought it would show on the payoff thing, but it didn't.
Why would it show on the payoff? No, if you sent us a statement like we requested, it would have.
Well, I don't get sent statements.
You get statements for anything that's a bill, anything that's.
I don't get it in my email, and unless it goes to
You go to the website and you download statements in a statement section.
is the website,
or you
and it
call
didn't.
them, or you call them, or you email them, and they will send you a statement. Everything that has a bill has a statement. Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna calculate the interest. How about that? So I can do that for you as such a good friend.
Thanks so much, Caleb.
It's 22% interest.
That sounds bad.
It is.
It's very bad. It's beyond bad.
I need a place to live.
Listen, you don't get it. I mean, yes, you need. You are.
Your mom is currently letting you crash at her place. Why couldn't you possibly live with your mom? And I know that's not necessarily like a perfect situation, or maybe ask your mom to help you co-sign with something. But again, you know, it's maybe that puts your mom at risk because what if you don't do the shit that you need to do, right? But I'm just like, you could literally put your mom's fucking address down as your permanent residence, even if you don't fucking live there, and literally go check your mail, or go once a week or once a month to go pick up your mail from your mom's house or some shit. Like, you would be put in such a better position if you just lived in your trade. Like, fucking everything else, whatever. If you just put your mother's address down as your permanent residence, even if you don't technically live there. Like, or at least technically, like, stay there, I should say. Like, you live in the trailer most of the time, but, like, you know? I don't know. That might not be legal. Now that I think about it. I'm not sure. But, like, there's got to be something better that you could fucking do. Like, this is crazy.
Seem like it is the only solution. I wasn't there. We could have brainstormed. We're going to brainstorm with where you're at now. But you act like I can't have a boss. It's the only place I could live. You're inflexible. A 23% interest for a cup of water and electricity is not a deal. An ongoing membership that you have to sell to get out of until you're 65 is not considered a good deal. It's a membership for not even a room, you know? It's like different. Like, at least timeshare, you have a room.
But I have a room. I bring my whole house there.
Yes, you bring it. You don't
God.
usually have to do that for timeshares.
So
You
it's
think when people go to a timeshare, they bring a room from their house and take it there?
It is only I know you're gonna say only you can't afford. It's only
That is math.
$250 a month to have all the electricity I need,
Listen,
all the water I need. You're not really being realistic right now.
no.
Because
it's
where-
less about that.
Girl, you live in Delulu land. Like, you don't understand. What do you mean he's not being realistic? You have set yourself up. You have screwed yourself over for the future. Like, hey, this might be something that you're paying $400. Like, you got to pay off the fucking loan that you took, which is over $8,000. I don't know what it was to begin with, but it's over $8,000 currently today. And then you still have to pay $250 to $400 a month until you're 65, because fuck being able to buy, like, sell it. Like, maybe you can contact some timeshare places that, like, help you get out of timeshares. You're stuck with that. You are stuck with that until you're 65. And even if you get a possible position of being put in a better place, you still have this oncurring bill, even if you're not using it anymore, that you have to pay for because you did this. What the fuck?
Oh, it is?
Oh
What is it more about?
No.
Because
it's
where-
less about that.
Oh, it is? What is it more about?
You're acting like it's the only option.
It was.
That's not. You're saying you can't have a boss. I don't believe you. You're not a good
We weren't
narrator.
just
You're not a reliable narrator for
She
what
really
was
isn't.
like in that situation. You're really not.
I do not motherfucking have a timeshare. You will never catch me in a timeshare. I have gone to the timeshare like meeting things because they give you stuff. I did that once. Because I like, you know how you can like rent other people's timeshares for like a weekend because people are constantly trying to make their timeshares work for them. And a lot of times you could do that through like booking sites or whatever. I did that and they're like, oh, do you want to do this little meeting where we talk to you about a timeshare and you're going to get these like drink certificates and you're going to get this and you're going to get this and you're going to get this. And I was like, bet. So me and my friends fucking did that for the free shit. One vacation because we were like, fuck it. I had so many questions and they couldn't give me good answers. Or when I was like, okay, so this is the situation that I would need. And they're like, well, we can't really do that. And I was like, cool. So you've wasted my time. So, yep. Also, don't buy a fucking timeshare. This is fucking stupid. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Like timeshares are awful, awful things. And they should not exist. And they're extremely predatory. And do not fall for one. And do not let your parents fall for one. And do not let your grandparents fall for one. But yeah, don't do that.
Because I can't disclose details.
Well, then how the f- am I supposed to have what you consider an informed opinion if I don't have all the information? Don't be stupid.
What do you mean?
No then.
The job thing wasn't what I was saying in uninformed decision about. It was or uninformed opinion. It was the trailer and the camping membership.
Almost nothing with a 23% interest rate is considered a good deal. Listen, if this was maybe at a 5%, we could have a conversation about that.
Okay.
If it was a membership that you didn't have to sell, we could have a conversation about that. You have to sell the membership before 65. And it's a 23% interest. It's basically a credit card. Okay. If you can't figure
And
that out.
my rent is $250 a month.
I
When normal
get
people's
that.
rent is like $1,500.
First of all, it's not your rent because you're not getting an actual place. You're just getting access to utilities.
Oh my God.
Those are utilities.
How
You're
is
paying.
a place to live, not rent.
It's a place for you to put your trailer.
And have water and electricity.
Yeah, this is a $250 a month utility payment.
And a place to live that's secure. I can't just.
I'm gonna move on.
Like I
This is
can, and I'm
pointless.
gonna have
This is
to.
pointless.
You
live in
cannot
an alley for.
you cannot have discussions with her. Like you can't. I agree it is a $250 utility payment. Because you have to bring your own trailer. Like, and it's not a permanent address. You don't have a mailing address. Like, good Lord. Yeah, she could park the trailer maybe in her mom's driveway, in the back of her mom's yard. I don't know. Maybe her mom lives in an apartment. I don't fucking know. But like, I'm just kind of like, God, you cannot have a conversation with this woman.
A while.
No,
But
listen.
that doesn't mean it's safe.
Oh,
So
gosh.
to be able to be at a campground 3 weeks at a time.
I get
another
it. I heard it.
campground.
I heard it. I know it. I know what you're saying. I know
But
what
you
you're
don't
saying.
agree.
It's not that I don't agree that it is. Listen, what I am saying is you're acting like it is the only choice, and because of that, it is considered a good deal. I wasn't there, but usually there has not been one time on this show, not one time in recording 4 to 5 episodes a week for 2.5 years, that when someone comes and they act like this was the only thing, I couldn't find an alternative. If we were there when that happened, 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago?
January 2023. So it took me
Okay,
a
so
long
last
year.
year.
Of,
Almost 2 years ago.
yeah, so it took me a long year of planning the trailer that I could tow with my car and
We could
how I could fit
brainstorm. We could
everything
look
in
at
it.
resources. maybe
Which I
something-
did.
And you did, based on you. I've had other people do things, and they think, again, something is the only way. Sometimes when you talk outside,
People get really bad tunnel vision about stuff. They'll get really bad tunnel vision about, like, the department that they work in. and not have a consideration of like, cool, that would work for your department, that would mess up these 3 other departments. Like, you have to look at the big picture of things. And some people, when they get tunnel vision because they think those are the only options, they miss some other options that are possibly available to them. That is just a thing. That is humanity in general. I'm not even going to pretend like I don't do that. Like, I will do that. Like, I'll start panicking, being like, oh, that's this. And then Ray will just be like, just do this. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, okay. Like, that does make sense. Damn. Like, you know, like, and that's just with, like, my freaking job. Where I sometimes overcomplicate things. But I have, like, other people that, you know, could look over my shoulder and be like, you're making this more difficult than it needs to be. And it's just like, okay, sure, yes. Is having someone that comes in and gets a secondary eye on things, like we do that all the time. Like, you need a second set of eyes that are not as close to it to see if maybe you missed something. That's not a bad thing. But I get she's probably on the defensive, like, oh, because he's, like, attacking her, what she thinks is the best fucking idea she's ever done or ever had, right? With this, like, trailer timeshare bullshit thing. Like, she's like, I, you know, high five myself. I'm surviving. I'm flourishing, in fact. This was a great idea. And he was like, this is a stupid idea. And she's so on the defensive about it because she's also a very combative person. But, like, dang, girl.
I've had other people do things and they think, again, something is the only way. Sometimes when you talk outside of your own little bubble, you might get some more information.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's where we are.
You think that
oh my god. I don't think
you make a lot of assumptions.
Just based on experience.
Okay, that doesn't mean they're right.
No, it doesn't. But at least I would have tried. And we could have tried to figure it out. It's
because that's what that says.
It's not based on you trying. I said maybe I could have come up with something. Maybe my team could have come up with something.
But that's the past.
That's what I just tried to say. But you wouldn't let me move on. 2 weeks of marriage, huh? That makes sense.
Oh.
That wasn't very nice.
$480 minimum monthly payment on that. So now we're at $1,000. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry.
That was not very nice.
No, it wasn't. I was just trying to make a jab. I'm sorry. Like, I did not mean for that to be insulting. Oh, okay. Take a moment. I'm sorry. Well, let's take a moment. Yeah.
Take a lap, girly.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was trying to play to the cheekiness for the show. Are you okay?
I need some air.
Take a moment. You want to go outside? It's okay. Take your time.
Sorry.
Take your time. It is no worries at all.
I'm probably extra red now.
It's okay. You sure you're good?
A wawa baba.
My threshold has been lowered a little bit.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
Post panic attacks, it's a little harder to not have physical reactions like this.
I have a panic disorder. I get it. I understand it. Well, I mean, this is gosh, you know, that's why we go through the whole onboarding situation and specifically ask consent if we're allowed to make you know, rude jokes.
No, totally,
like
and I am not.
But I would never want you to actually feel hurt. We would never want that.
Thank you.
Ever, ever, ever. You know, I love cheeky little comments, and that's all that was intended to be.
I know.
Not a harm against you. Okay.
I know.
You've never heard of a post-panic attack? No, she's just saying, like... No, I can't fault her for that, because, like, I had... Okay. For YouTube, because you guys aren't listening to me ramble on all the time. As you think you are. Twitch is a different place. I'm very stressed out because my convention's coming up. I have heightened anxiety, right? And then I also have, outside of my convention, some external factors that is making my anxiety even worse. We're doing the best we can. And by that, me, mentally, whatever, trying to have a good time. But because of that, my anxiety triggers depressive episodes. And occasionally, if they're really bad or something sets me off, because again, it's not just convention related stress, there's other stuff going on as well. like I had to cancel one stream because I had like an emotional breakdown. Like I don't remember what set me off, but I was like, cool, it's not going to be a good stream day because I can't get back to a certain level of energy, or like I'm just going to be fucking miserable. I know that. I'm not going to react to anything well. I'm not going to have a, like, chat's not going to have a thank you for head pats. It's a fine. We're surviving. I'm just stressed. It's okay. But it's like I'm not going to be able to give chat a good time. I'm not going to be able to give you guys a good time if I record anything. I'm just going to cancel and try to like come back, better. So like once you have like a breakdown of some sort, immediately following, it's like, hey, I'm delicate. Like mentally I am delicate. And so I am more likely to cry, or more likely to relapse into a breakdown or whatever. Like that's what she's talking about. So like she's basically like, hey, I had a panic attack, so I'm more likely to cry if something sets me off. And that's basically what she's talking about. That's pretty I think that's pretty normal, honestly. No, it was like an after, like I just had a panic attack and therefore that's what's happening. So I feel kind of bad that she had a breakdown. Like that's got to be rough. You can tell there's a couple of times when she was talking about that she her voice kind of wobbled and it was like she's getting emotional. But she's so combative. Like that's also like, oh girl, you need to maybe stop just arguing for the sake of arguing or whatever. Anyway, just as an example.
I appreciate that clarification.
I very much want us to go through this, and I very much want us to be able to create a plan. I want to connect you with our resources. I want to, we'll probably be able to get you connected with a financial advisor. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
some lady owes me 10 grand, so, like, court ruling case. So, some legal help would be cool.
Out of nowhere.
Why did she owe you 10 grand?
Oh, gosh. So, it's my high school boyfriend's mom. And she needed life-saving surgery, and then I lent her the money for it, and then it turned out it was a liposuction. So I took her to court because she never paid me back, like our contract said.
There was a contract.
Mm-hmm. Oh, on the back of a receipt.
I'm glad you did a contract. That was
a contract is a contract. In most states, it can be put on anything as long as it's like signed and dated and shit. What high schooler has to? Who knows? Actually, that's a good question.
Judge recognized it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
well, there
I got
you
a
go.
ruling.
When was the ruling?
10 years ago.
Okay.
Damn.
The past life has been rough. And it's not unrough now, but I'm a little more emotionally and mentally prepared to handle it.
10 years. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what the statute is. Statute?
Are you sure you want to continue with the conversation? I don't want you to get, because I know these conversations are hard, and I know, my personality when I get very invested and everything is definitely over the top. But that's why we try to prepare everyone. But
I know that was an unexpected response on my end.
No, and it's totally okay. I just want to make sure. Do you want to finish this? Like I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I do, and I'm okay with crying. I know that it'll a little bit of the of your, whatever you got going on here.
I don't think so. No, I just don't want to. I just don't want you to be in a position where you no longer feel comfortable to be on the show.
No, I'm comfortable. I am a pretty open book. I do cry.
It's okay. We had tears on the show.
Yeah.
It's okay to cry, guys. Guys, gals, theys, thems, whatever the fucks. Sometimes you gotta re-regulate yourself, and sometimes a good cry is the easiest way to do it. I don't know, for me. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm so like, whatever. I've been oppressing my emotions for so long. Oppressing? Whatever. And then you just kind of like cry it out, and then you're like, okay, I've reset. I'm good. It's okay. Shellzor says, it's okay.
Actually, in vet med, there's a medical term, epiphora, and it means excess tearing. That's like when white dogs get that gross stuff. And all my coworkers always tease me that I have epiphora.
All right, so let's go on.
Let's
Yeah,
get it. Let's get it.
I don't know what to call that last thing. I'm gonna call that.
It's Thousand Trails, so I just call it TT.
I call it utilities timeshare.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
What is this? Again, this is another thing where we didn't get statements. It looks kind of maybe like an affirm.
It is a firm.
Oh.
So it's a firm. They are all Amazon because I have an Amazon addiction. I know.
What's your total? So, what's your? Are these paying fours? What is it? How long do you have these firms financed? Because there's so many options now. Do you know?
No.
Oh, I mean, it looks like you've barely made any progress on them.
I mean, I'm.
What are your Amazon?
They are all on.
Can you show me your Amazon?
I sure can.
Okay, $727.60.
One thing I do have to say on my Amazon is I try to refund issuance failed. Sorry. I try to find not only do I do a lot of research before I purchase an item as far as which is the best on Amazon. Okay. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but I try really hard not to make like frivolous purchases like, perfume or makeup. I don't wear makeup. I don't.
Is what I'm about to find out gonna piss me off? Because you're like, makeup is so frivolous. What shit are you buying? Don't get me wrong. I have kind of beef with the fact that like women are expected to wear like a decent amount of makeup to most jobs. Because they are. So like whatever. Because that's part of the whole like being kind of like put together kind of bullshit. But like you're gonna call that frivolous. What the fuck are you buying? I want to know. And yeah, how do you get this shit delivered to you? You don't have a permanent address. Like what? How are you getting it shipped to you? Also, you're financing your Amazon addiction, babe.
Can I see so I can determine that?
And so I try to just buy stuff that makes my life easier, considering my physical disability and like just like stuff like this and stuff like my fidget ring. Like those are good for my mental health and my nervous system. So,
but also, how many of those do you need? Because I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, so I was talking about like I have a squeezy stress ball, right? I have this one is filled with liquid. I don't know. It like Abby gave this to me. Like before Christmas. Like Abby was like, "Here, I don't use them. Someone gave them to me. You use them. Here's this giant freaking stress ball." And I was like, "Hell yeah." I've had one of my friends give me one of the foam stress balls that are squeezy. Like the whole thing is just foam. Because they got it for free at their college and they were like, "Here, I know you use them. Here's one." And I was like, "Hell yeah." And then the ones that have liquid in them, I pop them. Because I will sit here and I will squeeze them and squeeze them and squeeze them while I'm watching something, especially when I'm sitting, which I currently am. So I just like squeeze them and they start tearing usually around where the plug is. And so I pop them and then I toss them and I will, go to like Five Below or something and buy a new one. So I only get a new one when I destroy my old one. And now that my friends are giving them to me, I don't do that. But I'm just kind of like, how many of those things do you need? Like, I'm 100% like, yeah, if there's like a thing that you're like, oh, maybe I'll like this, you could try it, you buy it if it's not expensive or whatever. But if you find something that works, how many more things do you need? It's something that drives me a little bit, me explaining I have cat toys for myself. That's funny. Have you ever seen those like TikToks where everyone's like, let's go through my fidget toy collection and someone asked me to pick out only yellow ones. Let's see how many I have. And they have drawers upon drawers upon drawers of every fucking fidget toy imaginable. And I'm like, Why? Like, why do you have that many and they're just in drawers? Like, I assume if you have fidgets, it's because, like, you need something to fidget with. You're just fucking collecting them. And I mean, not that I don't collect shit, but, like, I don't know. Maybe my argument is just, like, I'm not in debt over this, so... you know, maybe the people with the fidget collections aren't in debt either. I don't know. Jesus. My issue is I don't like things that make a lot of noise, like fidgets. Like, I don't really have fidgets I carry around. I wear jewelry, and sometimes, like, if I have some rings that are like chains, or they're made out of wire, and I'll, like, maybe spin those on my finger depending, but only that ring, like, only the ones that are made out of chain or wire. I have other ones that are not, and I don't touch those. But I can't do anything that makes noise in public, right? Because I don't want someone to perceive me because I'm making some weird noise. I don't know. Like, this is... Girly, what is on your fucking Amazon account? That's really all my whole thing, I guess.
But let me make sure there's nothing inappropriate.
Well, it won't be on screen anyway. What are you getting? Amazon or something?
No. Balessa.
Lindsay laughed. She knew what that meant.
Yeah.
That was a little, I think, above me.
I got you, girl.
We got the chewy things. We got a little drive. We don't need a wireless charger. Like, that's not 100%.
I know. It was on
we can plug
60% off.
60% off, but we're financing it. And the minimum monthly
I didn't finance that one.
The minimum monthly payments, either way, if you didn't finance it, you could use that money to pay towards the stuff you already have.
Right.
We're at $127 a month for this firm, $727 balance.
Yeah.
What are the interest? Do you know? Because sometimes it's not interest, sometimes it is, depending on the plans you get. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were interest.
Can you find that on the app?
Probably.
Okay. I mean, you have
okay,
my
well,
phone.
you ever feel like money just disappears? Even when you're sticking to a budget? It's frustrating, especially when you're only buying the essentials. But what if you could actually get some of that cash back? That's where today's sponsor, Rakuten, comes in, helping you earn when spending on things you already need. So here's how it works. Rakuten has partnered with thousands of stores, from big names like Target and Walmart to specialty shops, to offer cash back, coupons, and promo codes.
Buying from
when
Japan.
You shop through
Am I
their
wrong?
site or free browser extension.
When has
Rakuten,
it been?
Click on the store you need.
What the
and
fuck?
Shop like normal. Rakuten tracks your purchase and sends cash back straight to your account. That's it. No catch, no complicated steps, just cash back. And with big shopping events like Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, it's the perfect time to maximize those savings. If buying holiday gifts or household essentials are already in your budget,
she bought a wireless charger
while getting a bit of that money back. So you're not just spending,
like 60%
you're also
off.
earning a little back, putting a little extra cash towards your financial goals. Plus, when you sign up using the link in the description below, Rakuten's throwing a $40 bonus after your first qualifying purchase. So when you're gonna spend anyways, check out Rakuten and see just how much you can save. Click that link below, claim your $40 bonus, and try out Rakuten today. Let's keep looking. Super absorbent. Oh, what?
Well, because I'm fostering that puppy.
Oh, I was
so they're
thinking,
puppy pads.
Right. I was thinking lady pads. Okay. Did we really need a new mouse mat filled with dogs, with dogs on them? I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
Or maybe, what are there's some mat.
Oh, that's washable potty pads.
Okay. You didn't need a ring.
It's the fidget ring for my...
Fidget with that. Fidget with something else. You have things all... Fidget with the things keeping your overall together, It's like...
You got a good point.
What do we got? What is this? A recipe?
No, those are the MAC stickers. To let me know... It was like $2.
But that's the thing. Am I gonna...
But it adds up. This is $2. This is $3. This is $1. This is $5. This is $2. It doesn't matter. It's you're spending little pieces here and there on stupid shit you don't need, and that shit adds up. That's the problem. The problem is that it adds up over time. And if you're like, treat myself, it's less than $5. It's less than $5. It's less than $5. We keep doing that. Suddenly it's $100. But individually, they're like $2. Like, come on. Like, get out of the mindset.
freak out. Am I gonna freak about only $1-2 purchase? No, that is never the thing. When I mention the Spotify, it's never about the Spotify itself. Right. It is the behavior. It is the endless stacking of them that can make real progress.
Right. So
camping lantern actually makes sense. Generator makes sense. Solar lights. Okay, well now we're having multiple kind of lights.
Well,
security camera?
So it's a fake security camera. So it just looks like a security camera. So way cheaper. It's because I'm going to have to live in the alley in downtown Sacramento, which is full of...
Why? Because you have this thing that you can't get out of.
Yes, I know. And I could drive somewhere 5 hours away and get a reservation, but sometimes if you don't reserve soon enough, there's no spot.
So you're in a monthly fee that you cannot get out of at a 23% interest rate with a big loan on it, and you can't even get it unless you reserve it far in advance.
Not always.
It is stacking up as a worse deal every time, is it not? Come on, it's stacking.
Facts.
Yeah, babe. Like, you can't just stay there indefinitely. You have to move it she mentioned something earlier about like for 3 weeks. She said something about 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, so you're just staying at that one for 3 weeks? Does she have to, is that the maximum amount of time she's allowed to stay there? Like, she can only stay there for 3 weeks at a time and then she has to fucking move it? She's gotta drive 5 hours or she's gotta make reservations? That is not a permanent home! Oh my fucking god. She has to be sending these Amazon purchases, like there's some places that have like Amazon pickups, right? So like you can get something shipped to a business or something and then go pick it up from that business. I know like a lot of times retail pharmacies will do that, like CVS and Walgreens. She's either doing that or she's sending shit to her mom. Are you serious? Like, oh my god.
Of the fact that those
destroyed her with facts and logic.
that those are all piling against it, but like I said, it made the most sense at the time.
I get it.
Okay.
So I know you couldn't sleep there, but what about I'm not saying this is the perfect option. It just, it pops in the head.
She does not have multiple timeshares. What she has is basically a timeshare membership to park at certain camper locations. So, like, how do I explain this? Okay. So there are parks. And like a park. And they are connected by the same entity. So like we have like federal parks, right? And we have state parks. And there's like multiple ones in there and they're connected by the same entity, whether they're federal or state or whatever. So basically she can't stay at, say, Park A for longer than Kuma's saying 14 days. I don't know. She can't stay at Park A for longer than a certain amount of time. So she has to reserve a place at Park B and move to Park B. But the idea of this is she's able to use all of the parks in this, let's say, tract or corporation or whatever the fuck. This entity that is connected, and she can go to all of these different things and not just the same one, but they're not necessarily right beside each other. She can only stay at a park for 14 days, and then she can't use any other property for 14 days. That's fucking stupid. Like, that. So she basically has to move her trailer. That's so stupid, actually. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And she's paying out the ass for this. What the fuck?
gym membership where we can shower, where we can charge our phone, where we can connect to Wi-Fi. Is that a place you can park forever? No, but that gets us some of that. It doesn't get us water for the trailer, I
Right.
know, but I'm just thinking.
Gas stations
I'm
have
thinking.
that. Water for the trailers. It's
Okay.
next to the air pump.
I didn't even know that. See?
I didn't either until like 3
So
months
I
ago.
feel like, is that as good? No, but I feel like if we need to really go scrappy, we can.
Yes, I would have to put a lot of my things in storage. Because which is fine, I do pay for a storage
You're crashing
unit.
with someone, right? When you can't.
My mom
a
in a
family
house
member.
that is being sold this week.
Okay. Well, where's she going to?
She actually doesn't live there right now.
Oh, you couldn't store it at a family member's place. Is what you're saying? Any of your stuff?
Right.
No, really.
Correct. I have my mom and my
I've
brother.
never
and that's
used a firm because I'm.
We're financially responsible.
Well, no. The thing is I think financing things is okay, but you finance it responsibly.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
Will they
that's
even
what I was
tell
saying.
you? Oh, we're at 35% interest rate on all these.
35.
That's not good.
We can't be doing this anymore. You're paying
No.
35% on your Amazon purchases.
Yeah.
We don't do that. Come on, you're making your situation worse. You are making it
good at
legitimately.
that.
You're making it harder for you. There's no point.
No. More screenshots because you don't know how to do a statement.
Yes.
Yep.
So before I knew how to get to the full Credit Karma report, I sent the screenshots of the Credit Karma
on.
report. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. I've got lots of collections, bro.
Oh,
When I say those,
you're never gonna qualify for a home again.
exactly why I said I can't rent and I can't buy.
You can find landlords that'll overlook some things. Big corporations, no. Who are the? Actually, I don't know the statistics on the majority of small time versus big time, but either way. But qualifying for a mortgage, absolutely. This would be.
I
This
don't
would be
ever want to
kill.
own a home again. That was not great.
Collections 8,593, and it was on a credit limit of 7,500. So why we just didn't pay this? Why? It's been on here for 4 years. So 4 years ago, well, we know what happened 4 years ago. Is that when we stopped paying?
That was when we made the purchases.
Oh, that's when it opened. Sorry, 4
Yeah,
years
very
ago.
frivolously.
It's only been in collections for a year.
Oh, so that
So it's gonna take
was.
forever to fall off.
Is that Fortiva or Vivint or something?
Apple?
Oh, that's my Apple Card. Yeah. So I racked that up and then couldn't make the payments, so I didn't. I was in a
Great.
rough spot.
Did you call them and ask if they would lower the interest rate?
No. I didn't open my mail for a year, and I went to buy because brains are. Come on. I know. Like I said, I'm in full-time therapy. I'm working on stuff. Okay.
Okay. Maybe I need to be educated on this part. What prevents us from opening the mailbox? Anxiety, sure, I bet, of what's in there, but we can. You know.
Mental health crisis because her life fell apart and she nuked her relationship and she immediately got divorced after 2 weeks of marriage and she probably was in a really bad place and she probably needed to take a break from life and then everything else was falling apart around her. Kind of because of some of the choices that she made. And by kinda, I mean because of the choices that she made. So she kind of nuked herself and then she couldn't handle it. Like that's what it is. So mentally for her, she was probably like, I cannot deal with life right now. And so that was one of the things that she could control. Like opening her mail was a thing that she could control. So she just didn't do it because she had control to not do it. If that makes sense. And because she was probably going to get bad news, right? She's probably trying to be very avoidant. So she didn't want to look in her mail. Like that's what it is. So she basically shut down, but like it's not good and it screwed her up even further currently, right? So
The anxiety gets worse if we don't confront what's in
I
it.
know it does. Kind of like my big pile of shit I have to take care of that I haven't touched in a very long time.
I don't know what that is.
It's literally a box full of just paperwork that I need to look at and do things. And it's so daunting and scary
Okay.
that I just.
But this was a mobile app. This wasn't opening mail. So
Right. So that was the Apple Card was just me not doing well, and not calling them was a matter of not doing well.
Also, most people probably wouldn't think about calling them and being like, "Hey, I can't pay this. Can you lower my interest?" Or, "Hey, can you help me in some way?" Most people aren't going to think about that because corporates don't care about you. Corporations generally. So you don't think like, "Oh, maybe they'll help me," because like you think like, "Oh, they just want their money," which they do. But they might be willing to help you a little bit in order to get some money. It's kind of, they sell things to collections for cheap. Collections pay significantly cheaper than what you owe to corporations a lot of times, and then collections go after you. So for the corporation, they get some money to go off to your bill, but like, it's a whole thing.
I should have.
well, here's another collection, 740. It was Synchrony.
Synchrony.
Oh, go for f***'s sake! A 20.
That's my Costco card.
How'd you get to $22,991 on Costco? What did you possibly do? How many times did you fill up your trailer with Costco gas?
That was before I owned my trailer. That was
It's a income.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that had part of the concrete.
Oh, and the Costco card? You were putting the concrete. So it wasn't even spending money you had?
No.
You were putting it on high interest great credit cards?
I paid $7,000 in cash.
When you were borrowing this, did you have any intent to ever pay it back? Or were you just opening, spending, and you knew you weren't going to touch it?
That's a great question.
Do we have an answer to my question?
No. If I
Oh my God. Even when she was doing mentally well, quote unquote, she didn't put any consideration into the things that she did. So my question of like, why, if you're still paying off a mortgage and it's high, why would you put solar panels and $17,000 of concrete down at the same fucking time to bottleneck the amount of money that you have and screw yourself over? Why would you do that? She doesn't put any thought into anything. She does not look at the future in any way. She's not concerned about her future. She just thinks things are going to magically work out or some shit. Or she just has decided. Girl lives in Delulu land. Like, I'm a multiple kind of paranoid, right? So like, I'm worried about my finances every day, and I shouldn't be. I'm doing great. Like, there's no reason, like, I'm not fucking rich or anything, but like, I'm good. Like, legitimately, I am not in debt. Like, I am okay. And I'm worried about it anyway. So I'm just kind of like, ma'am, what the fuck? How do you live like this? I don't understand. I legitimately don't. Imagine not being concerned about your finances. I cannot relate to that. Oh my God. Imagine just dropping that amount of money. And like it would be one thing if she had the cash for it. Like, here is $17,000. Do this concrete thing. She apparently had $7,000 in cash, so she did 10 on the credit card and then turned around and put solar panels on at the same time. It would be one thing if she had like the cash for all of it and she just paid outright. Like, I'd be like, yeah, all right, that's fine. Doing all of it and putting it on fucking credit cards and not being able to pay it back is crazy. Like, I cannot deal with that.
I remembered.
It was only a couple years ago.
Uh-huh. Great question.
Do we have an answer to my question?
No. If I remembered.
It was only a couple years ago.
Uh-huh. Manic episodes are weird.
Yeah.
And now it's less of a that
Listen,
issue, more
You probably have had a smartphone for years. You set alarms for payment dates. You can look at a calendar. You sit down and be an adult and you can look at a calendar and be like, okay, this payment is due on this day and this payment is due on this day and this other payment's due on this day and this other payment's due on that day. Is there one day that I can sit down and just pay everything off, or pay minimum payments, or pay just X day a month where like nothing is late or like whatever, and I just that is my bill paying day, and you set a fucking alarm. Like you just set an alarm on your phone to go off on, say, the 15th of every month, and that is your bill paying day, and you just sit down and you pay bills that day. Like, right? Something? Gosh.
Of a impulsivity issue.
Which you can work with a therapist on.
Yeah.
For coping. I'm just like, wait, why did you come on the show?
Because I don't know where to go from here.
But I think you're very determined. Like, you're immediately, I can't do anything because of all these mental health things. Everything is, I can't do it because of this mental health thing.
It's not, I can't
do anything about that.
It's so hard.
But I can't do anything about that.
I know. No. Like, as far
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking back then before my breakdown and before. Yeah. I mean, she was probably like, hey, I'm getting married. You know, we're going to have 2 incomes. My income's fine. We have this house. We'll be able to pay off stuff together. I would like to think, maybe. And then that didn't work out. I would still, that's another thing. I would maybe hold off on huge giant purchases of any kind, really, for a little while after getting married, right? Like, I wouldn't jump in immediately into giant fucking purchases. At the same time, she was with her fiance, I guess, whatever. They were together for 6 years before they got married for 2 weeks. So, like, there is that, but still, I would probably hold off on giant fucking purchases for, you know, a little while.
as the looking for income?
I don't know your mental health. I don't know what's do anything about that.
It's so hard.
But I can't do anything about that.
I know. No.
What are we talking about? I got.
But I think you're very determined. Like, you're immediately, okay. I can't do anything because of all these mental health things. Everything is, I can't do it because of this mental health thing.
It's not. I can't
do anything about that.
It's so hard.
But I can't do anything about that.
I know. No. Like, as far as the looking for income?
I don't know your mental health. I don't know what's real. I don't know what you've been working on. I don't know the history. I can't do anything about that.
Right.
So if nothing can be done because of the mental health, what can I do?
But what do you mean nothing can be done?
You were so against getting an actual fucking job. Your income is, you are projected. That's important. $600 this month. And you're just like, more will come in because I get asked for in my rover job often. But also, you're about to have to move your little thing to an alleyway for 14 days or whatever. Like, you can't have a job. You can't have a direct boss. You can't do this. You don't really know how much money you're going to make. Like, you are in the hole currently and all of this, like, debt shit, and you just refuse to make your life better. But also, you might have really screwed yourself up and you can't maybe get another place to live because of how badly you screwed up. So, like, it's kind of like, and you're blaming a lot of stuff on, like, mental health and stuff like that. How is he supposed to work? How does he work with you? Because you're just saying, like, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. It's like, well, then what can you do? Like, how can he help you?
It just feels like almost every time we talk about something that's can't, or this is because both.
Well, because these were all the debt.
But even the stuff we
besides
talked
the
about
affirm.
today doing, it's just like mental. Okay.
Like what? Can you give me a?
I don't. It's been a long conversation.
It has.
I don't remember, but I've, you know, I don't know. We've been sitting down for an hour 21 so far.
Holy.
Yes.
My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna get you connected with a domain money financial advisor. I'm gonna get you their free session. We'll get you that. Actually, I think so. Everyone out there who uses my link, they get a free 30-minute session with them, like a licensed financial advisor who will sit down, look for your stuff. Highly recommend it. That's good. We're gonna get you connected with them. I'll get you connected with a free certificate through Course Careers, so we can help you find a job. Like maybe we can boost your customer service part of your resume with a customer service certification, so you can look at customer
didn't even know
service
that was a
management. So we'll gift that to you.
Okay.
You know, we have a lot of resources we can do. We'll give you all 3 of our classes, which are bundled together for 25% off. Without you guys, you know, I got to give you a little plug, but it is actually worth it. We've had 10,000 people take our stuff and they've literally changed their lives, and you'll get it for free. So I need you to go through all this, because what I'm worried about here is mental health. It's just like, yeah, that's what you got to deal with.
Right.
And the best that I might be able to do is connect you with resources.
Right.
I don't know much what else, but okay,
Yeah.
22,991 on Costco. Concrete sounds like.
And I don't really know what collections.
Cube
Oh,
Center.
they
Is this not
sued me.
storage?
They sued me.
Who?
Costco.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. They want their 22,000.
I know.
And that actually might be a number worth suing someone over, because all of them can sue you.
Yeah, I know.
But usually it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
That number might be worth it.
But I don't know how to do I did that 30-minute consultation thing or whatever with a
With what?
legal person.
Okay. When was
regarding
this?
This was April.
Okay.
Recently.
And
These consequences actually could come a knocking.
yeah. And
Dude, you yourself.
yeah, there's apparently I can request
Your
for
credit's already This might be a bankruptcy situation.
credit scores are fake.
Okay.
Credit card scores, I think, are very much an American thing or whatever. You can argue it's fake or whatever. It doesn't change the fact that you know, people, corporations, whatever, entities do look at your fucking credit score if you're applying for loans and or credit. That is just going to be a thing. It determines whether or not they accept you or whether or not they give you good rates or whatever, or the amount of credit they're willing to give you. It's more of a thing in America, but it does exist in Europe. Okay, cool. But like, I feel just you coping by pretending things aren't happening isn't helping you, babe. Like, it's not helping you.
Sure.
Just like
I don't
BMI.
care.
Just like BMI, credit scores.
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think my credit score is horrible, but I know that my
What is it?
collection 638 something.
I almost don't believe that, but okay.
I know. Once everything went to collections, it came
To
up.
save yourself from a lot of the stuff, bankruptcy might be an option, because that one is an actual legal thing that could.
Yeah.
It really could.
My only concern with bankruptcy is losing my car.
No, you should. I think you'll be. Well, you know, meet with a bankruptcy attorney. You
Okay.
can figure it out, but many times you can go through and you'll be okay.
Yes, this is my storage unit, and I split it with my mom
The trailer, I'm curious about that. They might take a look at it, but I
because
don't
my
know.
trailer's only 17 feet, so it's real small. So that was actually what I was going to say at one point is
And 5 animals are gonna live in there soon.
the puppy is this big,
Okay,
and then
but-
it's 3 cats and 1 dog.
okay. The cats, it should be fine.
Yeah.
They don't know what's
And
going
we've
on.
all
They don't
been in
know.
the trailer before.
The cats will be fine. The cats don't know what's going on. Oh my god. Sorry, just like the cats will be fine. The cats don't know what's going on. Just got me really bad. Fucking no thoughts, just vibes, guys.
Together,
Yes,
and you know, my dog spends most of her time outside with me, and that's being in the trailer.
Just because they've done it though doesn't mean it's good. The dogs have when I drive downtown, there's a decent amount of homeless people here, and they have dogs. Their dogs have been doing it. Doesn't mean it's good. I mean it's good.
My dog goes to the river every day.
That's
goes
good.
Yeah, like when we're camping, she has a much better life than when we're stuck in the city.
But I also know, know my main thing is it's food security for the dog, being able to afford pet insurance. If you can't afford pet insurance, then you probably can't afford an animal. And if you we need to make sure they have good places to cool off if they're being active, oftentimes indoors. And a hot place like Sacramento's and Sacramento's kind of hot, right?
Toasty.
Exactly. So we need to make sure they have good conditioned AC, and then if it does get cold in the winter or night, we need to make sure they have heat.
Have that as well.
Okay, yes, and I know you have that part.
Yes.
But that's just like, at a certain part, if we can't afford certain things, I'm like, okay, we probably can't afford pet insurance, which means an animal will die if they get something done to them. I was able to save my animal's life because I'm very blessed, and I have pet insurance. It cost $30,000. I didn't pay anywhere close to that.
Right.
Because she had to go into 2 surgeries and multiple things to save her life. If I did not have pet insurance, and if I wasn't in such a blessed position, she would literally be dead, because it's not like the habeas corpus type with animals, right?
Right.
Like they will die.
Yes, and I am a registered vet tech. I know
so
that I can't do surgery. However, I do have a lot of resources within the veterinary community.
And you're good with the preventative as well. You're better at that. You know what to look for. So, I mean, you might be able to get them to a situation before surgery is required.
Right.
So, like, trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just like.
And when I moved into the trailer, a lot of people told me to get rid of them. Not happening.
Well, cats, I don't really like. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
They're just they exist. That's what they're
full of love.
Why am I getting stray shots, man?
anything.
Yeah.
They're just
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, they exist. That's what
They're full of love.
No, well, sure. Love for you feeding them.
Yeah, some cats.
If they were the size of a dog, they would kill you, but. That is.
Dude's got opinions about cats.
What is? Yeah.
What is
storage.
This? Okay, storage. So you already pay for storage.
Yeah.
So why was our big concern needing to get storage?
No, it was putting the stuff in the storage unit I already own. Because when I move my trailer, like when I tow it, I have to put all of the things that go inside the trailer.
Is this finance or is this the bill?
That's a bill, monthly bill.
Okay, so it's a monthly bill.
Yes.
Well, I'll put this aside so we put it in your budget then.
Cool.
Okay, so these are student loans.
Yes.
Okay, a lot of them are, income based, which actually makes sense for you. A lot of people are on
Did the income base get approved? Can you tell that by that? I have no idea because I applied.
So you might be in the application period and it
Yeah.
might be on hold because a lot of it's being challenged in court. Also, who knows if the new Department of Education, we just had an election, who knows if the Department of Education will even allow those kind of repayment statuses. So
sick.
we'll know. It's kind of up to the department head. A lot of it, they're given a lot of authority with that. They might not do any kind of forgiveness, any kind of things like that. So you...
When I was paying my
knows?
student loans, I was paying more than the minimum payment. Barely, but a little more.
Student loans, $12,404.
Okay. Not the worst, right? Not great.
Well, just to your point earlier, the reason I always push back on that, but is it the worst? No. Technically, there's probably only one the worst in the entire world, and whoever's going through the worst right now is that person.
Yeah.
You know? Probably some child in Yemen or something. I don't know.
I'm just glad.
But just because of that doesn't mean this is good.
Right. I'm just glad I don't have like 65 grand in student debt. You know.
I get you.
Yeah.
$12,404. Oh, the interest rates are pretty mid. They're whatever.
Got me a license I can't use anymore. Yay.
Well, maybe remote. Who knows? Maybe you can. I don't know, man. It's hard. It would be hard to hire you for that job. It would.
Yeah.
If we have limited resources at a veterinary clinic, am I going to hire someone who can't bend over?
Exactly.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, we have a Wi-Fi pass that actually makes sense for your spending in your checking account. You have 1,300 in there. Amazon. We looked at your Amazon. I would say it was about, there's some needs in there, and I'd say it's like kind of 50-50 on do you really need this or not?
Right.
Venmo, 300 to who? To where? Venmo out 300 for what?
Oh,
You don't make-
I know.
you
It
barely
was my
make that much.
birthday, and I got a tattoo.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry, you don't
I
get to
know.
have the whole
I
birthday
know.
month. The whole.
So here's
you
what
can
happened.
get a gift.
Here's what happened. I actually booked. I booked the tattoo appointment in an impulsive flash decision, and I booked it for a lot more tattoos. And then I finally was like, "Hey, girl, I'm so sorry. That was a mistake on my part. I still want to work with you because I put in this deposit and whatever, but I'm going to bring that down half the amount."
Should have been like, hey girl, I'm gonna lose my car in a couple months.
I
Can I
know.
not get a tattoo?
It's cute.
Sake. Is it that one?
No, it's on my leg. It's a possum and some cats.
Okay, and there's storage and there's Apple
right.
and going inside a gas station and getting something. Probably. It's $5 from Winco. $5.46. I doubt that's gas.
Oh no, Winco! I got a pack of granola bars and some rice.
Okay. Okay. Blue Firefly.
Don't know what that is.
Looks like a vending machine or something. Something on Facebook. Why are you paying $10.60 on Facebook?
Those were Facebook ads.
What are you Facebook adding?
So I do.
Please give me a place to live.
So I do the admin stuff, and I had a wild hair, and I was like, I'm gonna make my admin page, and then I paid for ads, and I don't know why.
Did you cancel it?
I did.
Good.
Yes, I did.
Okay, more truck thing. Camp Away truck accessories.
Right, because my roof rack broke.
The trail place. Went to a restaurant there.
What restaurant?
La Palicita Taqueria.
Oh yes, I was about to faint, so I needed food. I got like a taco.
Well, now you have a granola bar, so no more of that. LinkedIn Premium makes sense for your situation. You're looking for a job. Amazon, Store Rockin', AuraBloom.com. Affirm. What?
Aura Bloom is it's a monthly surprise crystal subscription. That
Okay,
I
cancel
need
it.
to
Cancel it. Go roll around in some rocks.
Oh my
You
God.
live outside. Roll around in some rocks.
Isn't it pretty though?
Bitch, you got a whole bunch of shit in collections and you're getting sued by Costco. Like, isn't it pretty? It's a random subscription box where they send me random rocks. But frivolous bullshit. Like, no. Absolutely not. What do you mean?
It's pretty. I know.
It's fine.
Thanks.
Don't, you can't. I mean, you're
I
gonna lose your car, and you lose your car, and you're done. You can't move the.
Have you noticed he's being a lot nicer to her, by the way? Like, she had a breakdown and he's being significantly nicer to her. Like, he's still being kind of a little tough, but he's, like, verbally being very, like, the fact that he's like, it's fine, but you can't afford this. Like, you know?
You can't move. Come on, man.
My car is my life.
This is not a joke anymore.
Yeah.
You cannot have a crystal subscription.
I know.
It's literally not an option for you. It really isn't. Same with the Nintendo subscription. We can't have that.
It was.
Apple
I
Bill.
bought Nintendogs for $2.
We can't do that.
I know.
You have a real dog to take care of, and you're not getting him
Yeah.
pet insurance, so we're not getting a virtual dog. Okay. Apple Bill, a Rover Pet service fee, and then
That was a background check.
Yelp. $51 on Yelp.
That is actually in claims right now, so they are
Good.
Yeah.
But with checking it with debit cards, that is fucking hard.
I know.
So they don't really care. It's your money.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Afterpay. We're Afterpaying as well.
That yes. That
More
is paid
Apple
off
Bill.
now.
You have so many in-Apple things. What are you getting? Subscriptions or what?
So
What are
I
you
have,
doing?
I have iCloud and Apple Pay or Apple Care. Those should be the only two Apple charges.
Can you? It's Apple Care. Such you can
Good. You
spend
good?
1 month of Apple Care and just get an indestructible case. Like
That Apple Care covers
it's
theft
risky.
as well.
I
didn't mean
know.
to
That's
look
why
that
I'm so split on the fence. You literally just subscriptions in your life is just impossible.
I
But also getting a new phone is impossible.
Yeah.
Is it a finance phone?
I got $800 off for a trade.
Amazon. Talk about McDonald's, Amazon, and more firm.
Taco Bell and McDonald's I try to keep below like $5.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Whatever.
You bragged about having a kitchen in your little thing. Cool. You're getting like the cheapest that you can get that doesn't kill you.
I ate a lot of carbs, rice, pasta, all the dry stuff.
I don't think we get to spoil ourselves. If we're going to lose the only reason why we're still alive and being able to work, we don't get to get McDonald's, even if we're doing value menu. We really don't.
I don't know how to eat healthy on a budget either.
We'll
as
follow
far
our
as
meal
like,
plan.
Well, okay, first of all, McDonald's isn't healthy. I don't care what you're getting at McDonald's. You can come after me for that thought. It's fine. I don't care. If your excuse is, well, but I don't know how to eat healthy. First of all, he's going to give you a cookbook. I know for a fact he's going to give you a cookbook because he talks about it all the time. Second of all, second of all, whatever. Rice, get you some beans. They're going to be annoying to cook. Whatever, do it anyway. Beans, fucking chicken or whatever meat is on sale. Chicken is usually pretty affordable. Get chicken for your protein. Like, just, yeah, you're going to be eating kind of shitty for a little while, but you kind of fucked up, so you're going to have to.
Follow our meal
oh,
plan.
you have a meal plan?
We have a meal plan. This is, again, more resources.
Cool, because
You
my
tweak
doctor
it to your needs.
told me you need to eat better. Not like just
Well,
as
you're
far as
listening to your
vitamins.
therapist about not ever being able to get a job again. Maybe you're listening to your doctor as well.
Yes, I have an appointment with a nutritionist.
$116 in the Cash App account. Who are you sending Cash App to? Cash App, Cash App, Cash App, Cash App.
It's crazy to me that she just keeps, like, bouncing. Like, okay. She is so much in the hole financially, but she's going to a therapist, which is great. I'm not trying to be like, she shouldn't be going to a therapist. She needs to go to the therapist. Like, so great. I'm happy that she's doing that. But it's also like, oh, my doctor and my meal, like, I'm going to a nutritionist and all this other stuff. And that just blows my mind because I've definitely known people that were struggling and they couldn't afford that kind of shit. I'm not struggling and I'm not doing some of that shit. Like, you know? But I mean, good for her. California insurance, that's fair. She said she was on Medi-Cal, so a lot of this is getting paid for. So that's fair. That's fair. It's just good on her, I guess, for taking care of herself physically or by going to doctors or whatever. I'm going to be honest, when my mental health goes down, I have a hard time taking care of myself. Which is how I trick myself. I've learned to trick myself into different things. So yeah, I mean, I guess good on her.
Shuffle
Cash
money
App.
around.
So you're sending a lot of money on a Cash App. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't spend money on the Cash App. Besides recently when I purchased, because I had to cancel my card because of that Yelp charge, I had to use my Cash App debit card to buy Amazon,
Okay.
which was the generator, which is necessary.
Venmo, some out, some out.
Why is the generator necessary if you're paying out the ass for free electricity? I'm sorry, $250 electricity every month. Oh wait, you can only stay there 14 days.
Out. Portfolio. Whoa, investments. Not would have expected this.
Thank you, I think.
This is different. Well, just based on your situation, it's just.
Hey man, if it comes out of my paycheck before the paycheck gets to me, it's not my money.
Don't do that anymore.
Why?
You have 23% interest debt. You're getting 10% a year on average if this is in the S&P 500. Doesn't make sense to be putting it towards this if you have 23% debt, which you have on that plot.
Yeah, that's why I'm
On
here.
the utilities.
'Cause I didn't know.
Well, there you go. You learned.
Yeah.
11,000 hours in this one. 4,000 hours in that one.
Also, by the way, Medi-Cal, she mentioned like she's stuck in California because she's on Medi-Cal. That's, yeah. So every state has a version of Medicaid, and whatever version of Medicaid you're on only works in that state that it's from. And I know this because I've definitely had people come and be like, here's my insurance card when I worked at the pharmacy, and I'd be like, yeah, that doesn't work here. And they're like, what? And I'm like, that's not going to work outside of your state. That only works in your state. You basically don't have insurance here. So that doctor bill you're going to get is going to be high. And your insurance isn't going to work in this pharmacy. So that's unfortunate. So
one, $11,000 in this one. That's
That should
great.
be
Okay.
the same one as the first one.
Damn it.
I know.
Unlearned.
Yeah.
$11,000 in this one, $4,000 in that one, $11,000 in this one. That's
That should
great.
be
Okay.
the same one as the first one.
Damn it.
I know.
Something tells me you're going to get pushed to a point, though, very soon, and you're going to be withdrawing from this.
I don't know how to do that.
You'll figure it out. They
You'll
always
have
do.
to.
Okay.
I've had them on
I
my
don't
show.
want to do that.
You won't, but you're not going to lose your car.
I'm not. Which
The tree that you live next to is not going to give you money. And all of a sudden, you're going to see that $11,000.
my family, the two family members that I have, back me up when I need it, which I know is a problem. I owe my brother $3,500.
Ah!
My mom, because my credit card or because my debit card was frozen, she had to pay for the flights to get here, so I owe her a little bit of money.
Oh, how much was that? We give a reimbursement.
Yeah. So when you reimburse, I'm going to reimburse
okay.
her. Yeah.
So what do you owe to them?
To my brother, $3,500.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah, the other one.
To my mom, she always tells me I don't have to pay her back besides these flights.
Besides the flights.
yeah.
Just give me the flights then.
$600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has shuffled me about $5,000 this year. but
No,
she does not
if
want it
she
back.
doesn't want it back, you are going to accept that.
Okay.
It's a gift.
Thanks.
Anything else? Apparently.
To owe to people? Mm-mm.
Okay. Let's figure out what you need to survive.
God.
You. Because even if we
I
got
want to organize that so bad.
even if we put you in like
She's become less combative and less interrupty since she had her little moment. So she is accepting more, but I don't know if that's because she's shut down a little bit, if that makes sense. But we'll see.
like not a hostel. What's it called? But then your pets, you won't give them. Because the thing is, we could get you a bed in a place, and that can act as a permanent residence, leading you to a better chance of getting what everyone else considers a permanent residence. That can lead you to a better chance of getting an in-person job. Like we could do that, but I feel like you're not willing to do that because
In-person
you're not.
job, where am I going to put my dog for an in-person job? She has severe separation anxiety, and she ate through my door. She's on medication.
No, this is. I'm not. This is not hating you. This is not hating you. This is not against you. This is not. I feel like.
He's like, I can't look at you for a second because you're being. Something's got to give.
Madam Jake and Madam Lindsay. I mean, I feel like there's just nothing that can be done. It's just every time there's anything, it's like.
Did
feel
he
like
just? Did he just say that he was mad at his at his workers for letting her on the show?
This is not hating you. This is not against you. This is not. I feel like, Madam Jake and Madam Lindsay. I mean, I feel like there's just nothing that can be done. It's just every time there's anything, it's like, but we can't because of this, and there's nothing that can be done. Literally, you
Well, that
can't
was a
work. One second.
question.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think out loud. You can't work a job because of your dog's separation anxiety. At that point, you are not going to survive in society. And there is no budget I can make. There's no budget I can make in that situation because I'm going to make it on you depending to get a job. You can't.
How have I had a job for a year?
You got a remote job, but again, it is
Which is the third
one
remote
second,
job.
and we improved your resume, but every single year from those three remote jobs you've had, every month it is getting more competitive to get a remote job. More people are getting laid off in tech, and everyone wants a remote job. You are competing with the top of the top of the top, and I'm not saying you can't compete, but it is becoming beyond more incredibly hard.
Yeah, she's made this impossible to help her. She refuses to compromise in any way. She refuses to believe that she's incorrect or wrong about anything. And she refuses to compromise, and she has an excuse for everything. And half the time, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. She very much lives in a delusional world where everything's just going to work out for her, and you can't talk to her. This is so... It's so bonkers crazy. Like, it's bonkers crazy, right? Damn, girl.
In person is what gets you an income next week. Remote job could get you an income 6 months in a year, maybe. And we did the resume tweak. So I'm sorry Again, I'm going to connect you with all the resources, everything we have. It makes no sense for me to spend my time, the audience's time, their time, especially since we've been recording for an hour 40, which is okay. But there's no point of spending that time to build this because you're not going to do that, because every single time there is a reasonable solution. It's, I can't do it because of this thing. The dog thing, come on. At that point.
That was a question. It's not I can't do it. It was, what should I do?
You might have to have them with a family member for a year or something. You might have to have them work with a trainer once you have a job and you can afford it.
Also, you said that you're staying at your mother's house where your mother is not staying currently, but it's getting sold this week. Can you not see if you could stay with your mother wherever the fuck she is currently living? You didn't say anything about that. And, you know, maybe the mom's like, God, no, I'm sorry. I can't, no. Which is, you know, sometimes you cannot save people. I do want to specify this. You can try to help people. You cannot save people. A person has to decide that they want to change. And then they have to actively try to change. You cannot force that in any way. And there is definitely times when you, for yourself, need to give up trying to save somebody, because you can't force someone to be saved, if that makes a sense. And it sounds really fucked up and it sounds really upsetting. It's something I have to deal with all the time, to be honest. You cannot force saving somebody. You just can't. You can talk to them, and if they won't take your advice, or if they won't talk to people they need to talk to, or if they won't make the changes in their lives that they need to change, you cannot do anything. And you are just drowning with them. You are letting them pull you under with them, because they will not change. So, there is a possibility, right, that her mother is like, I have helped you as much as I can help you, but you're not willing to change. And I can't continue trying to keep you above water when you're dragging me under. Like, and that's, it sucks, but there's only so much you could do. But it's like, can you talk to your family members who are willing to float you and lend you money and all this other stuff, and see if they can help you a little bit? Like, whether it's look after your dog, or take your dog on, or let you move in with them, or move into a, you know, if maybe they live in an apartment or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe they'll be willing to move into a bigger place so that you can give them rent money. But like, at the same time, maybe they're not willing to do this because you have fucked up so badly and they don't want to get screwed up, right? That's putting a lot of pressure on family members. But have you tried, you know? Gosh. This is so difficult.
You might have to have them work with a trainer once you have a job and you can afford it. You might have to surrender the dog if you cannot survive as a human being, because you do have to survive. If you're not able to survive, they're not able to survive. And I know that's hard. Yeah. I love my dogs more than anything, and well, not more than anything. I guess I love my family more, if I have to rank, but it's pretty damn close. Okay,
they are family.
Exactly, they are family. And I'm just thinking, like, mom, dad, like, love you guys too. I don't want to think.
Love you, Mom.
I don't want them to think they're less important if they're watching.
Damn, sorry, that just came up. I don't want my dogs to think they're less important. No, I just talking about like his parents, but like still.
I get it, and I get the emotions you're feeling because of that. But there might just be after very hard life choices we are making so that you have a chance of survival. If you're not willing to make them, I don't know how you survive. Oh, I really don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to the post show, guys, I think we're going to talk about even more stuff. The producers know everything about her life, and they're going to talk.
Is he not even just going to get into like the numbers? Like, he's just like, I can't help you. Damn.
Talk about things. It's going to be interesting. And make sure to get our investing, budgeting, and debt class all together for 25% off. Your Hammer Financial Score, spending in a budget. I mean, you overspent your income easily, just even with minimum payments. So 0 out of 10. Debt, you have collections, 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, 0 out of 10. Your score's not going to be a 0 out of 10. If you thought, I mean, you said the score was unreasonable, but you must not have taken the thing.
I did take the thing.
And it said 0? You have retirement, so you should have at least I'll take a look at that afterwards. Okay. The algorithm there. But your retirement is behind for your age, absolutely, but you are getting started, and there is something in there, and it's moving in right assets. 2 out of 10. And then real estate now 0 out of 10 because I'm sorry, that is not considered real estate.
I
It is
understand
not.
that.
So that's gonna be a Hammer financial score rounded up. Maybe it's because I have more of a heart than an algorithm. 0.5 out of 10. Guys, stick around for the post show. I already have a feeling it's gonna be a good one. Do you pay your taxes? That face.
Are you kidding me?
It wasn't
Are
on
you
purpose.
actually kidding me?
Kept resubmitting it, kept getting kicked back, so I just quit. And then I haven't done it since.
Oh! When was the last time you filed taxes?
20.
To watch the final.
He's like panicking. She didn't really walk off. She went and took a lap. She came back. I would argue that's not really walking off, but oh, that is rough. Everything about her, she's gonna have to go to bankruptcy, and that's gonna be rough. The fact that he didn't even do the math, that he just gave up and was like, I can't help her. Like, I'm mad at my 2 workers. Like, why is she here? Like, oh my god, that's so bad.